Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion. Win weekly prizes and qualify to win season tickets to your Winnipeg Goldeyes, Blue Bombers, and of course, the Jets. So get your friends together for some frothy fun, fabulous food, and guaranteed good times at your New World Sports Pub, Tavern United.
So, will it be door number 1 or door number 2? Instead, why not ask,
is that the best you can do?
Get more than just a door. With Best Windows and Doors, you'll get a full door system. Choose the style, the glass, even whether you want it stained or not, and we'll put it together. So when it's time to decide on a door, be sure to ask,
is that the best you can do?
No doubt you'll find your way to Best Windows and Doors, where the best is all we do. 1676 St. James.
Business owners, do you know where your fleet vehicles are?
I have a good idea.
With a GPS tracking system from Sirius Technologies, you'll know their exact locations.
But I trust my employees.
It's more than that. GPS tracking gives you a bird's eye view of your business with real numbers to measure productivity. Imagine adding one more job a day or cutting idling time by 50%. Sirius Technologies. Data is power. It's time to get serious. For your free 1-month trial, visit SiriusTechnologies.ca.
Recycle everywhere.
It's a swing, and he popped it up. Has he got it?
The ball was caught, but not by a glove, Mike. Looks like it landed inside a Recycle Everywhere bin. I'd recognize that little blue bird anywhere.
They're everywhere these days.
Beverage container recycling is expanding in Manitoba. Look for Recycle Everywhere bins at Shaw Stadium and other public places. Visit us at recycleeverywhere.ca.
Recycle everywhere.
Now, back to the pregame show with the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
And it's the Winnipeg Insurance pregame show right at the ballpark, brought to you by Winnipeg Insurance, 889-2870, WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com. Goldeyes have lost 3 in a row. They're 21-15. And at home here, the Goldeyes are 8-5, and only 3 games above 500. But what happens is when you dump 3 in a row at home, that record that was at one point 7-2 closes down pretty quick to get a little bit closer to 500. Sioux City 2 games under 500 overall at 18-20. Let's have a look at the morning line, brought to you by Assiniboia Downs. Exciting horse racing, gaming, and dining. Open all day, every day. Go to asdowns.com for more information. Assiniboia Downs, feel the rush. Well, what happened yesterday and last night in the American Association was this. The Goldeyes were losing 16-7 to the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks. It was not pretty here, and the Goldeyes, tried to rally again at points. They just gave it up for the second time in the 4-game series in the first 3 innings and just could not recover against what is and has been and likely always will be a very good hitting Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks team. Sioux Falls, at the same time, was shutting out St. Paul 8-0. Hence, the Goldeyes are only a game and a half better than the Pheasants for first in the North. Lincoln beat the Gary Social Railcats yesterday afternoon, 6-5. And then last night, a number of games, Kansas City got by Amarillo 6-3. Sioux City, behind Jason Jarvis, shut out Wichita to avoid being swept at home in that set. And then they bust from Sioux City, Iowa to Winnipeg after the game and are here to provide the opposition for the Goldeyes tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday night. And El Paso picked up a victory. They doubled up on Laredo 6-3 last evening. Tonight, only 3 games. This is one of them. At 7:05, Sioux City at Winnipeg. Laredo at Amarillo at 7:05. And at 7:10, it's Kansas City at Gary tonight. Let's have a look at the standings. And they are interesting, especially in the North, where the Goldeyes come in with a record of 21-15, having played 36 games. This will be their 37th. And after tonight, the Goldeyes will have played the most games in the North Division. They will have played 37. Sioux Falls 35 with 2 games in hand after tonight. St. Paul on the Goldeyes with 3 in hand after tonight. They played just 34. And Fargo will have 1 in hand. They played 36. Goldeyes are 21-15. And their win percentage is .583. Remember, Rick was talking in that pregame show about a .750 win percentage. Goldeyes have lost 3 in a row and winners of just 3 of their last 10. A game and a half better than Sioux Falls, who are idle tonight. 3 games better than St. Paul, who are idle tonight. St. Paul is at .500 at 17-17. And Fargo has won 3 in a row and 8 of their last 10. They're 4 games back. They are 17-19. In the Central, how about Wichita? They continue to roll along. They still have not experienced double digits in losses yet, and they're 36 games through the sked. They're 27-9 of the Wingnuts. They're playing .750 baseball. They're 8 games better than the Kansas City T-Bones. They are 10 games better than the Sioux City Explorers, who are in Winnipeg tonight. They're 11.5 better than Gary and Lincoln. Kansas City, 2 games above .500 at 19-17. As I mentioned, 8 games back. Sioux City at 18-20, 10 games back. And then you have Gary and Lincoln tied at 15-20, 11.5 back. And then there's Grand Prairie. They've won 2 in a row. They lead the South by 4.5 now on Amarillo. Grand Prairie 24-12. Amarillo is 19-16, 4.5 in arrears. Laredo 16-19, 7.5 back. And El Paso has yet to have double digits in wins. They are 7-27, 16 back, 20 games under 500. Your divisional leaders again: Winnipeg by 1.5 on Sioux Falls at 21-15. Wichita by 8 on Kansas City at 27-9, best record in the league. Grand Prairie by 4.5 on Amarillo in the South, 24-12. Right now, Wichita, Grand Prairie, Winnipeg, 1, 2, 3 in the cumulative standings. And then you would have your tie for the wild card: Sioux Falls at 19-16, Amarillo at 19-16, if the season was to end today. Kansas City also has 19 wins, but 1 more loss, so their win percentage is not as good. But we'll start looking at that a little bit more as we get into the second half of the schedule and how the wild card ends up shaping up. Remember last year in the North, it was the 2 teams, 1-2, Winnipeg and St. Paul, that ended up grabbing 2 of the 4 spots. Goldeyes, North Division winners. St. Paul, the wild card winner. And St. Paul went on to beat the Goldeyes in a 5-game series and then lose to the best team in the league last year, Grand Prairie, in a 5-game series that ended in Grand Prairie with the Airhogs winning 3 straight after St. Paul won the first 2 in St. Paul. And Grand Prairie having a pretty good year so far again at 24-12. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, our final timeout and our final segment, and we'll have a look at On the Rubber. Pitching matchup is next for the first game of this 3-game series between Winnipeg and Sioux City. And it's for Cal Tire after these on the home of the Goldeyes, TSN 1290.
From the diamond to the driveway, from weekend warrior to world-class pro, local athletes are choosing Manitoba pork for peak performance. Loaded with lean, high-quality protein and essential vitamins and minerals, pork is a powerhouse of nutrition for serious athletes. For a real competitive edge, choose Manitoba pork, fueling today's athletes. Learn more about pork for peak performance at manitobapork.com.
It's so much more fun when it's all for a good cause. Join the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation for the 18th Annual Charity Golf Tournament, Monday, July 23rd at Bell Acres Golf and Country Club. Your entry fee includes lunch, power cart, fantastic steak dinner, and prizes. Proceeds go to the Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation to help support local children's charities. All foursomes entered will be assigned a Goldeyes player, coach, or staff member. Space is limited, so book early. Call 982-BASE for details.
Jamaica month. Nothing quite like it. Imagine long, lazy blue sky days, strolling along warm white sand beaches. All that zesty food, soul-stirring music, and fun-filled nights. It could all be yours just for being a Goldeyes fan. Air Canada Vacations will give away a Jamaica Dream Vacation at a Sandals Luxury Included Resort at the Goldeyes game Wednesday, June 27th. So get your game ticket and you could be off to fun in the sun in Jamaica, courtesy of Air Canada Vacations.
Milwaukee Tools continue to revolutionize the cordless power tool industry with the introduction of M18 Fuel, an exclusive line of extreme performance cordless power tools designed, engineered, and built by Milwaukee to deliver unmatched productivity. When you use an M18 tool with the Fuel name, you know you've invested in the most advanced cordless technology available. Simply put, Fuel delivers unmatched power, runtime, and durability on the job site. Fuel, built for the industrial industry.
Now, let's get back to the Goldeyes pregame show with Paul Edmonds.
Final segment of the Winnipeg Insurance pregame show round of the ballpark, brought to you by Winnipeg Insurance, 889-2870, winnipegInsurancebrokers.com. Game 37 here tonight. Goldeyes are 21-15. They've lost 3 in a row. And Sioux City 18-20, coming off a victory last night at home. Let's have a look at the pitching matchup on the rubber, brought to you by Cal Tire. 5 convenient locations in the capital region. More across the province. We're more than just tires. Cal Tire, true service. Alan Keano gets the start here for the Sioux City Explorers. He's a left-hander, 6 feet, 175, 29 years old. He'll be 30 next month. He is from Mount Pleasant, Iowa. He's an LS4 by classification. He's had some real good numbers so far this year. Should be a good one tonight. This will be his 7th start, 7th appearance. He's 2-2 with a 2.46 ERA. That is the 4th best earned run average in the league. He's also thrown 2 complete games and 1 complete game shutout. 36 2/3 innings, 35 hits, 10 earned runs, 8 walks, 19 strikeouts, 1 homer allowed, and the opposition batting .248 against him. On the other side for the Goldeyes, Matt Rusch, his only loss of the year, coming to Sioux City back on that last road trip. And Rusch will get the start for the Goldeyes here tonight from Schenectady, New York. Now makes his home in Winnipeg. 28 years old, 5'11", 180, a right-hander. And he's an LS5 by classification. Matt's had some real good numbers so far this year as well. He'll make his 8th start. He's 4-1 with a league best 1.97 ERA. 45 2/3 innings, 43 hits, 10 earned runs, 11 walks, 38 strikeouts, hasn't given up a homer, and the opposition batting .250 against him. So, as I said, should be a real good one here tonight based on the pitching matchup. Lefty Alan Keano for the Sioux City Explorers and Matt Rusch for the Winnipeg Goldeyes tonight. And the Goldeyes wearing their red top, white pants. They've lost 3 in a row with the white top and white pants, so they switch it up and they go to their Sunday holiday best, which is a red top. It's also in congruency here tonight with the Canada Day celebrations, or Canadian Heritage Night, I guess, as they honored the RCMP and some Canadian Olympic athletes. They handed out red T-shirts to all the staff. Fans were encouraged to wear red here tonight, and the Goldeyes wearing a red top as well. Sioux City, a black top and a gray pant here tonight. Lights are on, sun is shining, and we're starting to get some shadows right by home plate already. That will do it for the pregame show. We'll take a timeout, pause for the anthems when we come back. Starting lineups and first pitch are up next after these on TSN 1290.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk. Sarah's on the line.
I want a cool new phone, but I have a fear of commitment.
Well, now with Rogers FlexTab, you can get your dream phone, like an HTC One X, on your terms with a low upfront payment.
That's great.
And you could be free of your FlexTab agreement at any time just by paying the remaining balance for the phone.
So I could pay it off in a couple of months.
Sure.
Or next year.
No need to commit. Introducing FlexTab from Rogers. Conditions apply.
Yours today at your local Rogers store, the official wireless provider to the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
Who do your Winnipeg Goldeyes trust to keep them in the game with state-of-the-art chiropractic care? ChiroCare Health Center. And if the professionals at ChiroCare Health Center can keep highly tuned athletes going strong for over 100 games a season, imagine what they can do for you. To meet the chiropractic team trusted by your Winnipeg Goldeyes, visit chirocarehealth.com or call 488-CARE. ChiroCare Health Center. Care today for a better tomorrow.
If your business, big or small, has excess waste and recycling piling up, let BFI Canada make your trash our business. Our customized pickup schedules make it easy. With commercial and industrial collection services, BFI Canada can help any business get organized. Want to make your business feel like new? Then call up the Blue. Visit BFICanada.com to schedule your pickup date today. BFI Canada, a cleaner community, a greener environment.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
Sports fans, TSN 1290 and TSN1290.ca have your day planned for you. It begins with breakfast and a ride to work with a big show with Jay and Westwood.
Minus is a misleading statistic.
How the hell is that, Jay? How can you win a game if you're minus?
Then there's coffee with the herd.
I got news for you. Andrew Luck is better than 10 quarterbacks in the NFL today.
And an afternoon with Jim Rome.
When did it stop being interesting?
Then we'll take you home with Hustler and Lawless.
I think pound for pound, I think we're the best fans in the league. What do you guys think?
Well, I'll tell you what. I get the exact same feeling as you're talking about. We're competing on a major landscape against all these other places. I think it's a great story. And the fans of the Jets, you bet. They're right up there with anyone else.
Mornings, afternoons, and all day long. It's TSN 1290 and TSN1290.ca. All sports. Score! All the time. Follow the Super Lube Summer Cruiser now through August to see the sights and sounds of Winnipeg this summer with TSN 1290. Get $5 off an oil change from Super Lube. Free barbecue sauce from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue. And enter to win a $5,000 kitchen makeover from Rose Hill Cabinetry. Stop by and see us at awesome summer events in and around Winnipeg. Keep listening to TSN 1290 to hear where the Super Lube Summer Cruiser will be this week. Best seat in the house, your house, with live Goldeyes coverage you can take anywhere, only on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Well, the starting lineups are brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Fans, when you visit the Sky Suite level here at Shaw Park, make sure to stop and relax in one of the 3 Lazy Boy comfort zones. Each Lazy Boy comfort zone is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, coffee tables, and their world-famous recliners. The Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, located at 1425 Ellis, for their support. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. Well, they had the RCMP color guard out here with both the Stars and Stripes and the Maple Leaf. By the way, the Maple Leaf is back up. A new flag here today after the Canadian flag was stolen on the weekend. And we played yesterday's game without a Canadian flag on top of the scoreboard. It's back up there today, and it's brand new. And apparently they bought an extra one just in case that ever happens again. Although I think they've beefed up security here as well, and nobody will be hopping the fence to steal a flag. How about that? Hopping the fence to get into the compound and then scaling the scoreboard 4 or 5 stories. Then getting up to the flagpole, pulling it down, and absconding with the flag. It's kind of like the Big C that went missing the first week after the Bombers had the artificial turf put in to the stadium many years ago. Somebody's got it in town, you know that. And they've been playing a lot of practice pitch and putt in their basement over the course of many winters. Matt Rusch will get the start with the new Canadian flag up atop the scoreboard here tonight. And he's 4-1 with the league best. 1.97 ERA. And he'll face a Sioux City lineup that looks like this. Brandon Newton to lead it off. He's in center field. Yusuke Inaguchi is out in left. He bats second. Peter Barrow will DH. He bats third. Chris Sanchez will play at first base and hit cleanup for Stan Clyburn. Ray Serrano will catch and bat fifth. Ryan Pretty is at short, batting sixth. And the bottom three for the 18 and 20 Sioux City Explorers. Wally Backman Jr. hitting seventh and third. Mike Messinius out in right, hitting in the eighth hole. And Mike Murphy will play at second and bat ninth. That lineup again is Newton, Inaguchi, Barrow, Sanchez, Serrano, Pretty, Backman Jr., Messinius, and Murphy. Goldeyes in a red top, white pant on Canadian Heritage Night. And we're ready to go as Newton steps in from the left-hand side. And the first pitch is a little bit low for ball one. And we're underway at 7:08 tonight. 8 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's ball one from Matt Rusch. And the right-hander delivers the 1-0, and it's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Tonight's opening pitch brought to you by the Greenwood Inn and Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn and Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. Call toll-free today. The 1-1 is outside, or any day. 888-233-6730. 8 minutes after 7, we're underway for the Greenwood Inn. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back on that fastball, and it's 2-2. Matt Rusch has an above-average fastball, good breaking ball, and good changeup. He is just very good, and the numbers indicate that as well. 4-1, and a league-best ERA under 2. 2-2. Fastball swung on, hit down the third base line. Kind of filleted it there, but foul. Did Brandon Newton. Our home plate umpire tonight on a gorgeous night in downtown Winnipeg, Tim McCaffrey. So we have the same crew. It holds over from the Fargo series to work this series here on the back end of this homestand for Winnipeg. Tim McCaffrey calling the balls and strikes. 2-2. Fastball swung on, hit off the handle, and blooped into the seats down the left field line. Foul. Steve Linton is over at first, and Mike O'Leary is at third. So McCaffrey behind the dish, Linton at first, O'Leary at third. We'll have those gentlemen again all the way through this homestand, and they'll rotate around for the next 2 nights after tonight to conclude this series. We're just getting started, though. The 2-2. Fastball swung on, bounced right side. Off of first game, Sanchez couldn't field it. Backing him up, though, is Kendall, and he throws from the grass, the lip of the grass, and shallow right to first base with Rusch covering the bag. And it ends up being a 4-1 putout over at first base. Nice play by Kendall, and even better to help your own cause for pitcher Matt Rusch. One away, good at bat for Newton. And Yusuke Inaguchi will stand in from the right-hand side. Shadows are, well, to the top of the batter's box. But the top of the hitter here, Inaguchi, is still in the sunlight. His torso is in the shade. Everybody else on the field right now is in the sunlight. Matt Rusch will look in from the full line. First pitch. Fastball low, ball one. Defensively for the Goldeyes tonight, Luis Allen, the other half of the battery. Gabby Martinez over at first. Bryce Kendall is at second. David Narodowski at short, and Josh Mazzola at third base. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball swung on, popped up. Shallow center. Back goes Narodowski. He's going to call off everybody, and the shortstop will make the catch, and there's 2 away. And the batter is Peter Barrow. Then it's John Weber, Chris Roberson, and Rich Carpenter left to right in the field. That's how the Goldeyes shake down defensively tonight. Dan Barbero getting the night off, at least to start. Kyle Day is in as the DH. That's good news. He's missed a week for Winnipeg with that shoulder problem. First pitch to Barrow is on the outside edge for a strike. Peter Barrow playing his first game with Sioux City tonight. They got him from Bridgeport in the Atlantic League, where he played 12 games prior to coming here. The 0-1 swung on, Q shot it off the end of the bat, foul. Last year was in Kansas City and Wichita. He hit .242 with Bridgeport. This year in those 12 games, no homers and 2 driven in, a right-handed batter. Allen sets up outside, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball is high and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was 91 on the gun. Lights are on here, but a beautiful night. Wind is blowing right to left. We'll get you caught up on the current weather conditions and the weather report momentarily. 1-2 pitch is a cold third strike on the inside corner with a fastball. And Barrow will go down looking. Well, the weather will have to wait. 1-2-3. Down goes Sioux City in the top of the first. They come away empty. The Goldeyes are coming to bat when we return on TSN 1290.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
Grill therapy is on now at Boston Pizza. A way to relax through the healing powers of grilled meat. Kevin and his wife just had octuplets. That's 8 babies.
8 babies. You'd think you would have seen that on the ultrasound. He said he was a doctor. But this backyard burger made with 100% Canadian beef has almost made me forget that when I get home, I have to feed Samantha, Tanya, Eugene, little Jesus, so funny, Gerald,
Boston
Stanley,
Pizza,
Catherine.
here to make you happy. Visit Boston Pizza for details while quantities last.
Size matters. It always has, it always will, and especially when it comes to fireworks. Don't take a chance on buying duds from some guy in a station wagon at the side of the highway. If you think bigger is better, visit the experts at Archangel Fireworks on Pembina Highway at Confusion Corner. If you're going to buy Canada Day fireworks, you gotta go big or stay home. Safety first, but big explosion second. Visit Archangel Fireworks today for your custom fireworks package. Don't risk a big fizzle. Archangel Fireworks, Winnipeg's fireworks experts on Pembina Highway at Confusion Corner.
Well, we go to the bottom of the first inning. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along. From Shaw Park in downtown Winnipeg, Eric Fritchie is our producer and operator back in the studio. We know him as Bo Peep. Sometimes he's been referred to as part-time, but we will not bestow that nickname or signature line on him tonight. Dana Robbie is helping us out on site. We know her as Super Student. Bryce Kendall, Chris Roberson, John Weber to lead it off for the Goldeyes against left-hander Alan Chiano for Sioux City. After that, it's Luis Allen, Gabby Martinez, Josh Mazzola, then Kyle Day to DH, David Narodowski, and Rich Carpenter. That's your 1 through 9 for the 21 and 15 Goldeyes. By the way, the strikeout at the top of the first inning to end the first for Matt Rusch. That's brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity, folks. 1 strike, and you're out. Here's Kendall. First pitch is down and away, ball 1. Started to see some signs yesterday that the Goldeyes might be starting to come out of the offensive funk a little. Pitch is down and away, 2-0. Notwithstanding the fact that you're missing Ramon and DeCaster is in Mexico now. But just with guys that were doing it in the first 26, 27 games of the year, the pitch is a changeup that's in there for a strike. It's 2-1. And Kendall being one of them. Yesterday he was 2 for 4 with a couple of RBI and 2 runs scored. The 2-1 is high, 3 balls and 1 strike. And batting .295 coming in. The signs were Kendall getting on, Carpenter swinging the bat a little bit better. The Goldeyes need Kendall to get on and Carpenter to flip the order. 3-1. He is in there for a strike, and it's 3-2. So Kendall, Roberson, and Weber here. Bottom of the first inning. Defensively for the X's, Ray Serrano. The other half of the battery, payoff. Swung on, that's hit to the gap in left center. Well stroked. Brandon Newton running. Brandon Newton diving on the warning track. And did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Brandon Newton made a fine catch in left center field. The wind was blowing the ball away from him. Not only that, but I don't think he really saw it off the bat with the sun beating off the buildings in downtown Winnipeg. But he makes a real nice diving catch on the warning track on a hard hit ball by Kendall, and there's 1 away. And Chris Roberson, the batter, he'll step in from the right-hand side. Allowed out for Bryce Kendall. Ray Serrano, the other half of the battery. Chris Sanchez at first. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Mike Murphy at second for Sioux City. Ryan Purdy at short. Wally Backman Jr. is at third. And the 1-0 pitch to Robo is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Yusuke Inaguchi, Brandon Newton, and Mike Bassini is left to right in the field. Really nice catch by Newton in center field. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Changeup is low and inside, 2-1. Let's have a look at the weather, and the weather report brought to you by 360winnipeg.ca, Winnipeg's visual directory. The 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. To win tickets to upcoming Goldeyes games, go to 360winnipeg.ca and enter to win. Sunny conditions. It is 26 glorious degrees in downtown. That translates to 79 Fahrenheit. Pitch is swung on, popped up, and it's drifting back toward the seats. In fact, it will get in them and be a souvenir for anybody that wants to pick up the ball, because it was not caught in the seats. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Humidity 48%, and the wind is out of the south, 22, gusting to 35. It's blowing from right to left. It's a stiff breeze. Sunny in Winnipeg, 26 Celsius, 79 Fahrenheit at game time. The payoff pitch is just outside to Roberson. Ball 4. So Keanu goes full count to both Kendall and gets a rocket ship sent out to left center that Newton has to make a great catch on. Then he goes full count to Roberson and walks him. And here's John Weber, who will stand in from the left-hand side and go lefty-lefty against Alan Keanu. Keanu, you might recall, with Schaumburg for a few years, and then St. Paul last year. Weber 1 for 4 yesterday. The pitch is a little low with that breaking ball, ball 1. He finished that series with Fargo 5 for 17. A .294 average. He's batting .340 on the year. Outfield deep and straight away on John. And a throw over to first base, and Chris Roberson back in time. Roberson is 9 for 12 on the base paths.
Oh, dear.
9 steals. He's been caught 3 times. And a quick throw over by Keanu to Roberson. He dives back in safely. Ball 1 on Weber. A little tougher to steal off that left-hander. Shadows have completely enveloped home plate now. The 1-0, runner on the move, pitches inside, and no throw by Serrano. It's an uncontested stolen base for Roberson, his 10th of the year. And he's now joined Bryce Kendall as the only 2 Goldeyes in double digits in steals. And the count 2-0 to Weber, and the Goldeyes with 1 away have a runner in scoring position. Weber has 6 RBI in his last 8 games. The 2-0. Breaking ball is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. You know, part of the issue for the Goldeyes in scoring runs the last 3 games is they did not have an extra base hit in any of those losses to Fargo. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and the breaking ball, and it's 2-2. Singles are okay, but you need those extra base hits, especially the doubles. You know, you'll take the triples, and you will certainly take the home runs. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Weber. Keanu comes set, and the pitch. Fastball swung on, hit off of Keanu, bounced back out in front of the mound. Now he picks it up and throws to first. It won't be in time to get Weber. A comebacker right off the feet area of Alan Keanu, and it kind of knocked him off balance. The ball went the other way. He caught his balance, never fell down, scrambled to pick up the ball in front of the mound and make a sidearm throw, and not in time to get Weber. They'll call that an infield single. Meanwhile, Roberson kind of waited between second and third before advancing safely, and there's runners on the corners for Luis Allen, who yesterday, as the cleanup batter for the first time this year, went 2 for 4 with an RBI. First pitch, the Goldeyes catcher is low and inside, ball 1. Allen rides an 8-game hitting streak into this one, helped along by those 2 hits yesterday afternoon in that loss. And Louis batting .304. Couple of homers and 18 driven in. Right-handed stick. Keanu comes set. And the 1-0 swung on. That's hit to center field. It'll be deep enough to score Roberson. Caught by Newton. Tagging is Roberson. Here comes the throw. It's cut off at second. Roberson scores standing on the sac fly by Luis Allen. And the Goldeyes lead it 1-0. For Allen, his 19th run batted in of the year. And there'll be 2 away. Weber stays put at first base. And here is Gabby Martinez. 0 for 4 yesterday. Gabby is 1 for 15 at the plate since joining the team with 9 strikeouts. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. So 1 for 15 with 9 strikeouts. 1 ball, no strikes. Lefty here. The 1-0 is down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Not for lack of trying. Martinez has been in the cage early underneath the third base grandstand. In fact, down the left field line. Every day since arriving here, trying to get his swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a throw over to first, and Weber just kind of steps back on the base. Didn't have a very big lead there. John 1 for 2 on the base paths. 1 ball, 1 strike on Martinez. 1-0 Winnipeg, 2 away. The pitch is a little low. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Gabriel Martinez. Martinez from Sabana Grande, Puerto Rico. 2-1. Swung on, ground ball right side. Up with it is Murphy, the second baseman, over to first, and the Goldeyes are done in the bottom of 1. However, they do get a run. They do so on a hit, and they do leave 1. At the end of 1, 1-0 Winnipeg, going to the second when we return. Home run innings next on TSN 1290.
Growing debt is like being in a dark tunnel. You don't know which way to turn. You keep getting tripped up by bills and sudden expenses that you didn't see coming, and you feel like you aren't making any progress. But there's someone who can give you advice on debt counseling and credit proposals. Someone who can guide you to a light at the end of the tunnel. Elsie Taylor, trustee in bankruptcy. Your way forward. Visit us at lctaylor.net.
Ever wonder how you can get your children to spend more time outside?
And get them away from computer games and TV?
Studies show that parents who are active often have healthy, active kids.
So be an active role model. Get up, get out, and play with your kids.
Walk the dog.
Play some catch.
Shovel the driveway.
For a game of ball hockey. He shoots, he scores!
Remember, active role models, active kids.
Find out more by visiting manitobainmotion.ca.
A message from the Manitoba government.
A good hit to right field. It's going. Over the wall.
Another home run at Cambrian Credit Union. Get the shirt off our backs at the July 10th Goldeyes Sioux Falls matchup. Get more than the shirt off our backs. Bank for free with the UNFI at Cambrian Credit Union.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Avalon and the Gulf Dome.
Top of 2. And we welcome you. 1-0 Winnipeg for Sanchez, Ray Serrano, and Ryan Pretty. 4, 5, 6 in the order. Part of the order for Sioux City due up against Matthew Rusch. And the first pitch to Sanchez is outside with a fastball, ball 1. Sanchez, a left-handed swinging first baseman for Sioux City. Batting .242. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Well, folks, drop in a Home Run Sports at De La Seigneurie Boulevard, Bishop Grandin. Enter to win in the Home Run Sports home run inning. Here's how it works. As if you didn't know already. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning, and we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports. But you must hear your name on this program in order to know that you're a winner. 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. And if you're wondering why the extra loud applause, it's because Sanchez is the pancake batter tonight. If he strikes out, everybody in the house wins free flapjacks from the original Pancake House. 2-2. And the pitch is high and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Anyway, afterward, if you hear your name on this program as a winner on the Home Run Sports home run inning, well, you must contact Home Run Sports within 30 days to claim your prize. You can do that in person or by calling 255-7687. Pitch is swung on and missed. Free flapjacks for everybody. Back-to-back strikeouts for Rusch. 1 away here, top of 2. And the batter is Ray Serrano. Well, the Goldeyes did not hit a home run yesterday afternoon, so no winners on the Home Run Sports home run inning here today. Perhaps tonight for tomorrow. We do it every game. We talk about it every game. It's the home run inning brought to you by Home Run Sports. We've got you covered from prospect to pro. Bishop Grandin, 1 block west of Lage. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. First pitch to Serrano is swung on and fouled back for strike 1. I have always been impressed with Ray Serrano the last couple of years that we've been able to see him play. You know, he is a fire hydrant of a man. Not very tall, but probably as wide as he is tall. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Nothing in 2. That was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. He catches every day. He plays hard. He plays the game the right way. And, boy, can he swing the bat. Hitting .313, 6 homers, 26 driven in, the 0-2. Swung on that slider and fouled back. And that will get out of play behind home plate. Nothing in 2 still to Ray Serrano. He was with Sioux City prior to the Goldeyes and the other 3 teams joining up with the American Association. He's been with Sioux City for the last few years. And he's a veteran by status. Stands back in from the right-hand side. He's from Augusta, Georgia. And the 0-2 pitch. Slider is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know, and when you watch him here with 2 strikes against him real quick, now it's real hard to put him away. Kind of crowds the plate a little bit, too. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Hit to center. Coming in on it is Roberson. Over to his left. Or our left, his right, and he'll make the catch. Will Chris Roberson for the second out. And the batter is Ryan Pretty. You know, in fact, when you look, Ray Serrano kind of reminds me a little of Luis Allen. Very rarely do they strike out. Serrano has struck out just 8 times this year. So he's going to put the ball in play. And by comparison, Luis Allen has struck out 6 times. You know, 2 real good catchers in this league. First pitch to Ryan Pretty is low for ball 1. Pretty batting .270 on the year. Right-handed swinging shortstop. And the 1-0. Swung on, punched down the right field line, curling toward the corner, and foul. In fact, it went into that grass berm area. And the groundskeeping boys down there. Not moving too quick after preparing the field all day today. It's siesta time down there. The 1-1 is high with a fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ryan Pretty, 5 home runs, 19 driven in. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss and a fastball. Right at the knees, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. And Matt Rusch has struck out 3 and sat down 6 Explorers in a row. They go 1, 2, 3, for the second straight inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Goldeyes lead it 1-0. TSN 1290.
And here's a picture of Andy at the beach.
You mean that tiny speck on the horizon?
Yeah. Oh, here's a better picture. He's the yellow blurry thing in the middle.
Don't be stuck with a camera you don't know how to use. Shop Don's Photo. They have that same camera you found at the box store, even the same price. The difference is they'll actually show you how to use it. Visit donsphoto.com or stop by one of our 3 Winnipeg stores and let's talk photography.
Summer is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy your summer, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
When you're stepping up to the plate with a major league appetite, make the big play for the home run special at Chicken Delight. Here's the pitch. 8 pieces of delicious chicken, medium fries and gravy, 2-liter Pepsi, and 2 free Winnipeg Goldeyes ticket vouchers. That's a $40 value for just $26.99. It's a hit.
So don't call tonight. All right. Call Chicken Delight.
Bottom of the second inning, we welcome you back. Winnipeg leads at 1-0. We go to the last of 2. Play some trivia here as well. Josh Mazzola, Kyle Day, and David Narodowski. 6, 7, and 8 in the order against Alan Keano. And Josh Mazzola, how about this? He rides a 10-game hitting streak into this one. Stands in from the right-hand side, playing third base. First pitch is low, ball 1. For the 5th straight game. Hasn't hurt his hitting. 2 hits last night or yesterday. The pitch is low, 2-0. 2 hits yesterday, 2 runs scored. He was 5 for 14 against the Red Hawks in that series. Batted .357. And the 2-0 from Keano is high, 3-0. And he has his average up now to .262, the highest it's been all year. Well, a 10-game hitting streak will help. The 3-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Mazzola, 4 home runs, all on the road, and 18 driven in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Not a bad gathering tonight. They said that tonight might be the thinnest crowd of the week. The pitch is swung on, broken bat, bounced right back to second baseman Mike Murphy, who dove, couldn't come up with it. The barrel of the bat ended up behind the mound, and Mazzola extends his hitting streak to 11. You know, when you got a little bit of luck going, like an 11-game hitting streak, you'll get a broken bat, and I mean 3/4 of the bat ended up flying by Keano, bouncing back in behind the mound, and the ball still had enough. I mean, he barreled up on it. It still had enough jam to get by, to scoot by a diving Mike Murphy at second. Leadoff single for Mazzola, and the Goldeyes have 2 hits. And here's Kyle Day. Kyle, the DH this evening. His last game was on June 17th against Sioux City. You may recall he's missed the last week, 7 full games, because of a shoulder problem when he tracked down a baseball in left field and banged shoulder first into the wall. And while they might be plywood out there, as the fencing, they're anchored in pretty good and they don't move. So Kyle Day steps in against the left-hander. Lefty here. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Kyle's hitting .327. No homers and 3 driven in. And the Goldeyes trying to get this guy healthy and keep him in the lineup. Rick Forney saying in the pregame show, Kyle was supposed to be an everyday outfielder and backup catcher. Runner on the move. Pitch is in there for a strike. Throw down to second. Not in time. Getting to the back of the bag was Mazzola, and getting around the tag of Pretty. Good throw by Serrano, but Mazzola has his 4th stolen base of the season. And the Goldeyes have a runner in scoring position and a 1-1 count on Kyle Day, leading 1-0. Kyle DHing tonight. The 1-1 is in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Well, the trivia contest question, as always, comes your way here in the bottom of 2. And it's brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped foul on that breaking ball at the plate. We do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Contest open to those that haven't won in the last 30 days. The prize, a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game, your choice. And you're automatically entered to win into the grand prize draw drum. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, line to right center for a base hit. They're going to wave Mazzola around third. He's going to come in and score. Trying for second is Day. Here comes the throw, and the throw is off Pretty's glove, and it spills into the infield, and Day slides in safely with an RBI double. 2-0 Winnipeg. Hustle double for Kyle Day, and he drives in his 4th, and Winnipeg leads it 2-0. And David Narodowski, the batter. And Narodowski, 3 RBI in that series against the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks, will step in, batting 179. And the first pitch, going to show bunt, and he pushes one up the third base line. It's a beauty. Coming in, Backman Jr. He fires as he picked it up to first, just in time to get Narodowski, who does a fine job with the sacrifice right there. And the out goes 5-3. He will not be charged for an at-bat. There's 1 away, and Kyle Day over in third base. And here's Rich Carpenter. Good call by the Goldeyes. And the infield will be pulled in for Sioux City. I really like that call. You know, you got a chance to make this a multi-run inning here and step on the gas against a team that rode the bus all night. The pitch is inside, and it just hit Carpenter. So Ridge gets hit by a pitch. And now there's runners on the corners for Bryce Kendall, who hit a bullet out to left center that were it for not Brandon Newton's efforts diving into the gap and onto the warning track and making the catch. Kendall would have led off the bottom of the first with an extra base hit. For Ridge Carpenter, by the way, that is now the 7th time he's been hit by a pitch, and that leads the team. First pitch to Kendall is outside, ball 1. Kendall 0 for 1 tonight, but a great catch made by Brandon Newton in center field, so he's a fly out. Keanu will come set and throw over to first base. Kendall, no homers, 18 driven in. 1 out, runners on the corners, 1 in. Goldeyes lead at 2-0 on 3 hits. And again, a throw over to first base. And back to trivia. You'll pick up a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game of your choice and be automatically entered to win for the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. The 1-0 is a changeup that's down and away, 2-0. Number to call, 780-1290, 780-1290. Area code 204 if you need to dial it. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch swung on, popped up, and it's floating back toward the seats and in them, in behind that Sioux City dugout. And I think somebody wore that one off the side of the head, and a fan in front of that fan will give it to her, that being the baseball. As sort of a, hey, sorry about your troubles, and that fan is now, I think, going to get up and get a little bit of medical attention, or at least have somebody from EMS come down to make sure she's all right. The 2-1 to Kendall. Swing and a miss on that changeup. And he waved right through it, 2-2. Question tonight. The Goldeyes have hit a total of 20 home runs this season, 15 of which have come on the road and 5 at home. 2 balls and 2 strikes, runners on the corners. 1 down, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Kendall down on strikes. He doesn't do that very often. And that is the first strikeout here tonight for Alan Keano. And there's 2 away for Chris Roberson, who's walked, stole a base, and scored tonight. I want to know against which team in the American Association have the Goldeyes hit the most homers off this season. Goldeyes have hit 20, 15 on the road, 5 at home. Against which team in the American Association have they hit the most homers off this season? 780-1290, 780-1290 if you think you know the answer tonight. First pitch to Roberson. Swung on, hit out toward first, diving stop Sanchez. And he's going to get up off his side and get to the first base bag to make the unassisted play. And that is it for the Goldeyes and their center fielder here. They do get a run. They've scored in consecutive innings. They do so on a couple of hits, and they leave them in the corners. We'll go to the third. 2-0, Winnipeg in front on TSN 1290.
This Goldeyes season, Salisbury House on the Esplanade Riel is hitting it right out of the park with great new taste sensations to get you ready to roar before the game or relive the fun after the final out. With so many great choices, every visit is a new eating adventure. And remember, Sal's is the only place to go for a nip platter, the fan favorite that hits a home run every time. So before or after any Goldeyes game, stroll on over for great food and fun on the Esplanade Riel at Salisbury House. Your food, your way.
Coaches, your players are great at scoring goals. But when the goal is raising money, it's not always easy to score. And that's where the Winnipeg Free Press can help. We're introducing a unique fundraising promotion available to all Manitoba minor league sports teams. And if you participate, your team has a chance to meet Winnipeg Jets of Vander Kane. For complete program information, go to winnipegfreepress.com/Team Kane and find out how your team can get involved.
Welcome back. How was the vacation?
It was fine. Why is everything so different in here?
We upgraded all our office equipment to new technology from Ricoh through Milne Office Systems.
How much more is this costing us?
After Milne did a document needs analysis, they showed us how we could increase our productivity and decrease our costs.
So where's my new copier?
It's not a copier, it's a Ricoh!
Visit milneoffice.com to arrange for your own customized Ricoh digital workflow solution today.
You're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball, live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Sirius Technologies. Let's get back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
Top of the third inning, Wally Backman Jr. is the batter, followed by Mike Basinius and Mike Murphy. 7, 8, and 9 for Sioux City, 2-0 Winnipeg. First pitch is in there for a strike from Matt Rusch, and we start the third with strike 1. Glad to have you along tonight, wherever you might be. At the ballpark here. The 0-1 is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Great city, Winnipeg, the capital region. Hi to our friends in rural Manitoba. Or is it rural? I think it's rural. 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And to the folks south of the 49th tonight, in the United States, or wherever you might be, welcome. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wally Backman Jr. And the pitch is a called third strike on the outside corner with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. And Wally Backman Jr. will take a right turn and go from that left side batter's box back to that first base dugout. Matt Rusch has struck out 4 here tonight, and Mike Basinius, the batter. 1 away here in the top of the third. We have a winner on trivia. It's the 15th caller. That is right at Super Stumper status. That's the threshold. Winner, the answer coming up in the bottom of the 7th tonight. First pitch to Basinius is a fastball wide, ball 1. Basinius batting .200. He got his first professional hit against the Goldeyes in Sioux City. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. He did that in front of family and friends because he happens to hail from Sioux City, Iowa. 1 ball, 1 strike to the left-handed swinging right fielder, the 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. That was at 93 on the gun. Boy, Rusch is pumping some Chad here tonight. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is outside, 3-1, but he's fallen behind Basinius. Lights are on here. Shadows and sun on the field at the same time. 3-1 is swung on and popped up. And drifting toward left center, and there is Roberson, who came in, waited for it, reached up. It wasn't very deep, and makes the catch in left center field, and Mike Murphy, the batter.
The second baseman, number 4, Mike Murphy.
And Murphy will stand in from the right-hand side. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Well, we'll have a look here in the top of the third at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. The pitch is low, 2-0. Light night tonight in the American Association. Almost a full slate of games in the majors. The 2-0 is right down the chute for a strike. While we have a moment, there is a local Winnipeg company entertaining a group of Russians here at the ballpark tonight in Sky Suite 15. The 2-1. Swung on, shot down the right field line, and foul. Apparently they're having a good time, as Russians usually do. It's their first baseball game, and their Winnipeg hosts are trying to explain the game to them. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is high and off the glove of Luis Allen. Well, the only thing I can do to help out with that group over there is I can say this. From a movie. Baseball's a simple game. You throw the ball. You hit the ball. You catch the ball. 3-2, swung on, popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Martinez, sliding feet first, makes the catch by the on-deck circle for Sioux City. And that's it for the X's here in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Bottom of the third. Other leagues, other cities, and the out-of-town scoreboard is next. Scoreboard in downtown reads Winnipeg 2, Sioux City no score, TSN 1290.
Free Jive Interactive Media is online, on site, and on the street. Grab the new online version of the Free Jive Weekly at freejivewinnipeg.com or pick it up at one of our 200 local restaurant locations. Find us at local events and keep a lookout for the Free Jive Cruiser around the city. And make sure to visit freejivewinnipeg.com to keep updated on all of our weekly contests and giveaways. Free Jive Interactive Media, online, on site, on the street.
If you love fishing, you've got to discover the Alumacraft difference. Alumacraft boats simply deliver way more bang for your fishing buck. More models to choose from, more durability, more resale value, more outstanding performance, more of everything you want in a boat that will last. You really can see and feel the difference quality makes. Get the facts at alumacraft.com or give Girton Equipment a call at 1-800-619-0614. Alumacraft. Better built, better ride, better value.
I remember when I used to have to sit through hours of talk on the radio just to get a couple of minutes of sports highlights.
We now go live to our exclusive coverage of the soft lumber dispute.
Remember when you could buy $1 for a nickel?
Come on, just tell me the score! Thankfully, I found TSN 1290. Sports, and more sports.
Tired of political mumbo-jumbo mixed with your sports news? Just keep it locked on TSN 1290.
Thanks, TSN 1290.
All sports, all the time.
Well, we go to the bottom of the third inning. 9 up, 9 down for Sioux City. The Goldeyes have scored in consecutive innings. They lead at 2-0. And for Winnipeg, it's Weber, then Allen, then Martinez. And John will step in from the left-hand side against Alan Keano. First pitch is low and inside, ball one. Anyway, welcome to our Russian friends here today. Remember the Goldeyes, I think it was back in 2000, 2001, somewhere around there. They played the Russian national team in an exhibition game. Slider is outside 2-0. And, you know, it was great for international relations that way, and I'm not sure how big the game is over in Russia. I do know this. In the past, the 2-0 swing and a miss, and it's 2-1 to Weber, who has an infield single. Russia has sent teams to the Little League World Series. So they do play the game over there. The 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. And, you know, not to be stereotypical, but I do remember a funny story about the Russian team playing here. The 3-1 swung on, fouled back to the screen, 3-2 to Weber. You know, and I think it was John Hindle was the general manager here at that time. He went to the Russian manager, who happened to be the head coach, who happened to also be a player, before the game to make sure that they had everything that they needed in the clubhouse. 3-2 is a slider that is on the outside edge for a called third strike, and Weber will go down looking. And that is strikeout number 2 for Alan Keano. And here's Luis Allen. So he goes over there into the clubhouse and talks to the gentleman that is kind of heading up this whole Russian team thing, this Russian national baseball team. First pitch to Allen is in there for a strike. And I guess, you know, he can speak some English, of course. And John wants to know if he has any concerns, like, is there anything they can bring them? The 0-1. Swung on, chopper out towards short, charging Pretty. Now he'll pick it up and throw to first, and there'll be 2 away. Actually kind of waited on that one, did Pretty. I thought maybe he would have come in on it. It was a bit of a slow roller. Anyway, 2 away, and here's Gabby Martinez. You know, you would think that maybe some post-game food, some sandwiches, bread and some sandwich meat before the game, towels, you know, enough towels to shower, shampoo, those kinds of things. Nope. The number one concern was to make sure they had a couple of bottles of vodka in the clubhouse after the game. First pitch is swung on and fouled back by Martinez, strike 1. Couldn't have cared about the towels, the sandwiches, the bread, the shampoo. Nope. Had to have a couple of bottles of vodka. Here's Martinez, 0 for 1 tonight. 2-0 Winnipeg, 2 away. The pitch is down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. American League tonight, as we're done with interleague play for the season. Now next year they'll play it every single night in the majors, with Houston moving over. The American League West. Pitch is just outside, and it's 2-1. Yankees tonight, after watching the Mets rally to tie last night, and then the Yankees getting a run to win it. Pitch is swung on and hammered out to right field, and back goes Basinius, and on the warning track he'll make the catch. That was Gabby Martinez's biggest and longest fly ball since coming to Winnipeg. And he gave it a bit of a ride. I think it died in that wind blowing from right to left as he tried to hit it out to right field as a left-handed hitter. Pick up the scoreboard when we come back. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We'll go to the 4th, 2-0 Winnipeg, TSN 1290.
We keep old files because they're out of sight and out of mind, or because we think we have to. But someday those old files could bite us if they get in the wrong hands. Isn't it time you let bygones be bygones? Have Protect Document Destruction's mobile service professionally shred your files wherever they are to rid yourself of those ticking time bombs. Protect document destruction. 975-0505. A division of Johnson Waste Management.
Downtown Winnipeg is the place to be this summer. Get downtown and enjoy fun festivals, concerts, and tours. Catch a Goldeyes game, visit exceptional shopping and dining districts, get a taste for Winnipeg's distinct urban culture, and check out the Out to Lunch concert series with free music downtown every Wednesday at noon all summer long. For info on concert locations and other downtown events, visit downtownwinnipegbiz.com. Get down this summer. Downtown.
The Mediterranean.
The Greek.
The Mediterranean.
The Greek.
Even if you can't agree on what kind of pizza to get, at least everyone in Winnipeg agrees where to get it. Santa Lucia Pizza. For the 6th straight year, you at Uptown Magazine readers voted Santa Lucia Best Pizza in Winnipeg. They've also received the Consumer Choice Award for Best Pizza Restaurant. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or home delivery, Winnipeg agrees. Santa Lucia Pizza is the best in town.
You see, the best ingredients make the best of the pizza.
It's time to get back into the action. Batter up, turn it up. This is Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290. Now back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Top of the 4th. Brandon Newton to lead it off, followed by Yusuke Inaguchi and Peter Barrow. First pitch from Matt Rusch is high and away, ball 1. 9 up, 9 down so far for Sioux City. Goldeyes getting single runs in the first and second. And the 1-0 is on the outside edge for a strike. Newton bounced out 4-1 in the first inning. On Saturday night, in a loss to Wichita, the 1-1. Changeup is just inside. The appeal down at third base on half a swing. Mike O'Leary says no, 2-1. Newton in a loss to Wichita had an 18-game hitting streak broken up on Saturday night. Pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. It's 2-2. Not bad, an 18-gamer. He's hitting .331, no homers and 12 driven in. Open stance from the left side. 2-2 pitch is outside, 3-2. Yankees are leading Cleveland on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. 6-0 in the 6th. The payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled away by Newton. Left side, out of play. Nick Swisher, Robinson Cano, Dwayne Wise of all homered. Swisher is 12th, Cano is 17th, Wise his first. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Newton. And Matt Rusch will step off, and Newton will step out. Boston and Toronto are tied at 5 in the 5th. David Ortiz, his 19th home run of the year for Boston. Colby Rasmus, his 14th. The pitch, swung on, comebacker on one hop. Skewered there by Rusch, throws to first, 1 away. A protective skewer there. Whoa, look what I got as it was coming back at you almost as fast as you threw it at 90 miles an hour. Nice play. So both times Brandon Newton has been put out. Matt Rusch has been involved. Here's Yusuke Inaguchi. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Popped out to David Narodowski in shallow left center. Toronto and Boston tied at 5 in the 5th. Detroit leading Texas in Arlington. 5-0 for the Tigers over the Rangers. First pitch swung on, fouled back to the screen for strike 1. That's in the 2nd. In the 3rd, Kansas City, who have lost 3 in a row, leading Tampa Bay 1-0 down in Missouri. And Minnesota at home tonight in the 3rd, leading the White Sox 3-0. 0-1 to Inaguchi, the pitch. Breaking ball down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a later start tonight at 9:10 has Oakland at Seattle. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is a fastball that's on the inside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. Philadelphia in the National League leading Pittsburgh 7-3 in the 5th. Jimmy Rollins is homered for the Phillies, his 8th. 1-2. Slider. Cold third strike. Right over the heart of the plate. And Inaguchi will go down looking. A handful of punch-outs here for Matt Rusch tonight. And there's 2 away in the top of this 4th inning. And the DH is Peter Barrow, who struck out looking his first trip. And Jose Tabata has his 3rd home run for Pittsburgh as they trail in Philly tonight, 7-3 in the 5th. Bottom 6, Cincinnati leads Milwaukee 2-1. Aoki, a home run, is 4th for the Brewers. First pitch, off a swing. Did he go? The appeal, yes, at first base, says Steve Linton. And it's strike 1. Miami in the 6th at home, leading St. Louis 2-0. The Cards have won 3 in a row. Rusch will get the sign. Allen sits up outside. The pitch. Fastball right there for a strike. On the outside corner, 0-2. New York Mets are in Chicago. They are scoreless. They're in the 3rd. Cubs have lost 4 in a row. Just out of curiosity, did any of you see the show last night called Catching Hell? It was on TSN. The 0-2 is a cold third strike right over the heart of the plate. Barrow will go down looking again for the 2nd straight time. It's 6 strikeouts here for Matt Rusch. And Barrow had something to say with Tim McCaffrey. Now makes his way back off of the field toward the dugout. 3 up, 3 down for the 4th straight inning. And Matt Rusch with 6 punch-outs. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Winnipeg leads it 2-0. Pick up the story when we come back on TSN 1290.
The Greenwood Inn and Suites invites you to make it your home base for an overnight stay, your next meeting, or social event. You can even make it a home run with all-day dining or Sunday brunch at Dalton's. Enjoy the first-class service and facilities the Greenwood Inn and Suites has to offer. To book your next stay, visit the website at greenwoodwinnipeg.com or call 775-9889. 775-9889. The Greenwood Inn and Suites, putting the friendly in friendly Manitoba.
The pros at Tradesman Mechanical Services are good people to know when life throws you a screwball that screws up your home's comfort zone. They're experts, so they can install and service all the latest York heating and air conditioning products. Tradesman Mechanical has a 24-hour service desk, so when trouble strikes, call anytime. They service all makes and models because your comfort is their business. Tradesman Mechanical Services. They can help your home run better.
Patient safety is everyone's concern. Healthcare is a big, complex system, and sometimes things happen that aren't planned. What can you do to make your care safer? Get involved. Discuss your health concerns with your doctor, nurse, and pharmacist. Make a list of your medications and keep it with you. Wash your hands often to reduce the spread of germs. The Manitoba Institute for Patient Safety website has more information on how you can learn to be safe.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Josh Mazzola, who's singled and scored here tonight, will lead it off against Alan Keano. The Goldeyes are in front 2-0. Glad to have you along tonight. A couple more scores, and then we'll pick up that story. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Mazzola extended a hitting streak to 11 straight tonight with a single to lead off the 2nd. And he leads off the bottom of the 4th, the 0-1. Inside and got away from Serrano and goes back toward the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. San Diego leading Houston 4-3 in the 2nd. Ryan Bixler and Carlos Lee have homered for the Astros. Bixler is 2nd, Lee his 5th. And the pitch is a changeup that floats in there for a strike. Washington and Colorado underway here tonight, no score. Later start, Dodgers are up the road in San Fran tonight at 9:15 Central. 1-2 is high, 2-2. There was a program on last night, I'd never seen it before. It was 2 hours, it was a documentary, it was called Catching Hell. And if you have a chance to see it, watch it. 2-2. Swung on, a bullet hit down the left field line. Look out in the seats there. Wow. And I think somebody took that one and is a little shaken up. The documentary centered around mistakes made in baseball in crucial playoff games. It went on to examine those. The 2-2 pitch is a little bit low, 3-2. Have people talk about them, the effects that it's really had on those people that have made those mistakes. 3-2. Swung on, line to center for a base hit. Left a changeup up in the zone. Mazzola's 2 for 2. And Kyle Day, the batter. It really centered around Billy Buckner and that roller between his legs that cost the Boston Red Sox Game 6 of the World Series against the New York Mets. A series the Mets went on to win in 7 games. And, of course, Billy Buckner had to eventually move out of Boston with his family.
Oh, dear.
And then, of course, after a couple of championships for Boston, all was forgotten, and he was brought out onto the field in 2008. It goes through the whole lead up to it, the games, and it actually interviews Buckner in the documentary. First pitch is in there for a strike today. And it also talks about 2003 and Steve Bartman, the Cubs fan that reached from his seat to try to catch that foul ball that Moise Alou from left field came over and thought that he could have caught. And after that, the Cubs ended up giving up an 8-run inning to the Marlins and ended up losing in 7 games in the NLCS. The pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike today. Steve Bartman, you have to feel for the guy. I mean, they tracked him down to where he worked, where he lived, what he did, and he's still in hiding. 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. Off the facade and back down below. 1-2 today. As a Chicago Cubs fan, it sickened me last night to watch it. There was people throwing beer at him at the game that night. In October of 2003, throw over to first base. And back in time is Mazzola, who has stolen a base tonight. The radio talk shows for years after, absolutely vile on Steve Bartman. Runner on the move. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. It will get into the seats again and be another souvenir. 1-2. It will give you a whole new perspective on those people we call goats, or like the term goats. I know there was some overtures made that way last year when Lou Ott threw that baseball away in the bottom of the 9th in Game 5 in a playoff series with St. Paul. 1-2 is down and away, 2-2. If you had that perspective, if you had that opinion on Lou Ott costing the Goldeyes, quote unquote, the series, watch Catching Hell, and I bet you will change your mind. A lot of other things go on leading up to a loss, not just one play. Throw over to first base and Mazzola back in time. Kyle Day, an RBI double tonight. He has 4 runs batted in. His return after missing a week. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Winnipeg. Keanu comes set, runner on the move. Pitch is low. Throw down to second is not in time. Second stolen base from Mazzola tonight. And the Goldeyes are kind of running here like Fargo did for 3 games in that series on the weekend. I was riveted to the TV for 2 hours last night. Plus the kids were down, so I actually got the TV. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball is inside, ball 4. So 2 on for Narodowski. Second walk issued by Keanu, and down to first base goes Dave. And I'm thinking the Goldeyes are probably going to do the exact same thing that they did in the second and have Narodowski lay down a bunt and move runners up to second and third if they can execute it properly and precisely. Corners are thinking that here on the infield for Sioux City. They're off and in the grass. First pitch and a bunt pushed out toward third. Going to be picked up there by Backman. He's going to throw to first. And the third baseman throws a strike. And Narodowski sacrifices Mazzola over to third and Day up to second. Nice job. So runners both in scoring position now. 2 away for Rich Carpenter, who was hit by a pitch his first trip. In the American Association tonight, Worcester is leading Grand Prairie 7-2 in the 6th. Amarillo's back at home. They're in front of Laredo 5-1 in the 3rd. And Gary shutting out Kansas City in Indiana 2-0. First pitch is low and inside with the infield pulled in to Carpenter. Ball 1. Gary 2, Kansas City no score in inning number 3. 2-0 Winnipeg in front here. Infield in, runners at second and third. The 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Carpenter 3 for his last 10 at the plate. Batting .245. Infield to the edge of the grass. Keanu comes set, the 1-1. Breaking ball swung on, punched out toward left field. Inaguchi backing up on it. Now gets underneath it, makes the catch. Here comes the throw. Tagging and scoring from third easily is Mazzola's the throw. Got cut off just about halfway between home plate and third. It didn't have enough on it. Sacrifice fly for Rich Carpenter. 3-0 Winnipeg, 2 away. Carpenter drives in his 13th. And Kendall, who's 0 for 2, will step up and in. Struck out swinging and flew out to center field. We're in the bottom of 4, and the Goldeyes have added to their lead. They lead at 3-0. Keanu comes set, first pitch. Swung on and filleted down the right field line, curling toward the seats and in them. Oh, no! Did he make the catch? No, he did not. A fan made the catch in the seats. Sanchez was drifting over there, the first baseman, and he reached in. I saw a glove make a catch, but it was not Sanchez. It was a fan. Strike 1 on Kendall. And the pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Really nice grab by a fan down there. I would stand up and take a bow. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch outside, 2-1. Kendall 4 for 17 on the homestand. A .235 average. Runner at second. The pitch is outside, 3-1. Kyle Day at second base, 2 away, 1 in. Kendall has driven in 18. Keanu comes set, the 3-1. Swung on, and that is lined out to short. Caught by Pretty. Inning over. But the Goldeyes get a run on a hit, and they leave 1. We're through 4. Winnipeg leads at 3-0. We'll go to the 5th when we come back on TSN 1290.
How long do I roast this turkey?
I can barbecue a turkey?
When do I know when this ground turkey is done?
How many grams of protein are in a turkey breast?
Answers to all your turkey questions are just a click away at turkey.mb.ca. Plus a month's worth of family-friendly recipes like Jamaican jerk turkey or maple pecan stuffed turkey thighs. For simple and simply delicious recipes, plus tons of turkey tips, visit Manitoba Turkey Producers at turkey.mb.ca.
Summer is the season for long road trips with the family.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time for you to talk to Cal. No matter if your visit is for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the high temperatures and heavy use that summer driving brings. talk to Cal at any one of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me.
Is this the year you catch the big one? It could be if you got the right bait and tackle from Pro-Am Tackle, Winnipeg's exclusive pro shop. Rods, reels, GPS, fish finders, trolling motors. You name it, Pro-Am's got it. And the price is right. Service is exceptional, and they have the only live bait tank in town. So make this the year you haul in more than ever before. With a little help from Pro-Am Tackle, Winnipeg's premier bait shop in the Kildonan Crossing Shopping Center, 1615 Regent West.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Fergie's Fish and Chips and Manitoba Turkey Producers.
Well, we go to the 5th inning. Goldeyes lead at 3-0. Chris Sanchez, Ray Serrano, and Ryan Pretty will step up in the 5th. 6 strikeouts for Matt Rusch tonight. And it's 12 up, 12 down for the Explorers. First pitch to Sanchez is outside, ball 1. Sanchez struck out swinging his first trip. He has 6 homers and 28 driven in. And the 1-0 from Rusch. Swung on, fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-1. Story move today about Josh Hamilton and chewing tobacco. The all-star and slugger for the Texas Rangers, 31 years old, 1-1. Change up, swung on, fouled back. And it's 1-2. Said that he quit dipping. That's a euphemism for chewing tobacco, a dip, 2 days ago, and instead is using some tea tree oil and menthol toothpicks to get over his habit, the 1-2. Breaking ball is low and outside, 2-2. He said, quote, "It was time to do it. It's a habit, and I don't really enjoy it like I used to." 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch is outside, 3-2. Hamilton said that he has quit for a few months at a time in the past to give his mouth a break, but wants to quit permanently. And he knows it won't be easy to give it up during the season. 3-2. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Sanchez. And Matt Rusch has struck out 3 in a row. And he struck out 7 on the night, and here's Ray Serrano. Well, I don't know if you saw the story in February, but Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn had to have surgery on his mouth, his cheek, to have a cancerous growth removed after, and he attributes to his years of chewing tobacco. And the first pitch is swung on and lined out to left field, and that's going to be taken on a few hops by John Weber. And the no-hitter and the perfect game are gone here, 1 out into the 5th. Well, Matt Rusch, that was impressive here. Finally a hit and a base runner for Sioux City, and Ryan Pretty, the batter. He is 0 for 1. Ray Serrano, first pitch swinging, drives one out to left field and gets a single out of that. That guy can just flat out hit. And Matt Rusch, for the first time tonight, goes to work from the stretch. First pitch is right down the chute for a strike. Tony Gwynn needed to have a cancerous growth removed from his face, basically, from his mouth. And they were going to have to take special care around a nerve that had or was around the area they needed to remove. Pitch is outside. And a nice block by Allen with a runner at first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Had they had to remove the nerve, Gwynn probably would have lost the blinking function in his one eye, would not been able to have moved his side of his face, smiling reflex, and talking. I mean, he was deathly afraid. 1-1. Swung on, line to left center for a base hit. And all of a sudden, it's back-to-back singles here for Sioux City, with 1 away for Wally Backman Jr. Well, Josh Hamilton saying today he wants to quit chewing tobacco, and Tony Gwynn saying back in February at the time of the surgery, which I believe was successful, that he knew it was from years, decades of chewing tobacco on his right side. He said, I knew it came from chewing tobacco. I always chewed on my right side, and that's where the cancerous growth had to be removed from. 2 on, 1 away. First pitch to Backman Jr. is in there for a strike. 3-0, the Goldeyes lead it. We're in the top of the 5th. Other Major League news today, Marlon Byrd, an outfielder with Boston, suspended for 50 games for testing positive. The 0-1. Change up, swung on and missed. It's 0-2. For a performance-enhancing substance. 34-year-old tested positive for tamoxifen, which can reduce side effects of steroid use and increase testosterone. Nothing and 2 to Wally Backman. Rusch will come set. Allen slides up outside. The 0-2 is right there, but didn't get it from home plate umpire Tim McCaffrey. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Quote, I made an inexcusable mistake. Byrd said in a statement released by the Players Association. Several years ago, I had surgery for a condition that was private and unrelated to baseball. 1-2 to Wally Backman Jr., who's 0 for 1 tonight. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him on a breaking ball. And Wally Backman Jr. has struck out twice tonight. Matt Rusch has struck out 8. And there's 2 away for Mike Masinius, who flew out to center field his first trip. Still quoting Marlon Byrd, who was suspended by baseball today for 50 games for testing positive for a PED. Last winter, I suffered a recurrence of that condition and was provided a medication that resulted in my positive test. Although the medication is on the banned list, I absolutely did not use it for performance-enhancing reasons. First pitch is low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 is on the outside edge for a strike. Now, Byrd is actually a free agent. His last team was the Boston Red Sox. And he'll, if he gets re-signed, have to sit 50 with that team. The 1-1 is just outside 2-1. And then be able to play again. He was designated for assignment by Boston on June 9th and released 4 days earlier. Or 4 days later. 2 balls, 1 strike to Basinius. 2 on and 2 down. 3-0 Winnipeg. In the 5th, the pitch is swung on and sent down the left field line. Foul and down into Section A there and back out onto the field. 2-2 to Basinius. I would think that at 34 years old and his skills diminishing, that Marlon might be done as a baseball player, at least in the United States and in the majors, especially after having to sit for 50 before getting a chance to play. Rusch will come set. And a step off. Serrano back to second base. Pretty over at first. Goldeyes 3 runs, 4 hits. The X is 0-2. Neither team's made an error. And the 2-2. Swung on, ground ball, right side. Picked up nicely by Martinez. He flips a little high to Rusch, but pulled down on the run by Matt. And he gets across the bag in front of Basinius. And that is it for Sioux City in the 5th inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of 5. Winnipeg leads at 3-0. TSN 1290.
The Mediterranean.
The Greek.
The Mediterranean.
The Greek.
Even if you can't agree on what kind of pizza to get, at least everyone in Winnipeg agrees where to get it. Santa Lucia Pizza. For the 6th straight year, you at Uptown Magazine readers voted Santa Lucia Best Pizza in Winnipeg. They've also received the Consumer Choice Award for Best Pizza Restaurant Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or home delivery, Winnipeg agrees. Santa Lucia Pizza is the best in town.
You see, the best ingredients make the best of the pizza.
What if I told you that chiropractic care is highly effective in treating the injuries sustained in car accidents, and that the costs associated with your chiropractic care and recovery are fully covered through Manitoba Public Insurance? And what if I told you all you have to do is concentrate on getting well? Would you be interested? Manitoba chiropractors are passionate about improving the lives of all Manitobans, helping injured motorists gain relief from their pain and suffering.
Manitoba Chiropractors. Making life better.
Knowledge is power.
Get the power you need to succeed at CDI College.
With relevant, focused career training for business, healthcare,
art and design, legal, technology, and more.
Learn more.
Earn more.
Get more out of life with a career you love, not just a job.
Find your passion at cdicollege.ca.
CDI College. We change lives through education.
CDI.
I love it, and we will succeed.
Oh, we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, 3-0 Winnipeg in front. 5,012 here tonight. 5-0-1-2. Chris Roberson, John Weber, and Luis Allen. Hitters 2, 3, 4 against Alan Keano. First pitch is in there for a strike, and the bottom of 5 is underway. Roberson 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. He goes after the 0-1 and bounces it foul left side. 0-2. Roberson hitting .307. And the 0-2 pitch. Change up, swung on, popped up. Down the right field line. Coming hard is Basinius, and the second baseman Murphy gets in front of the right fielder and makes the catch going back. Real nice grab by Mike Murphy, and there's one away. And John Weber, the batter, 1 for 2, a base hit and a strikeout. Well, if you follow college baseball, Arizona beat South Carolina 5-1 last night in the best of 3 College World Series final. Arizona's always got a good program, but the Gamecocks of South Carolina, 2-time defending champions. First pitch to Weber, swung on, fouled away for strike 1. Yeah, they've won it two seasons in a row. And all Arizona needs is one more victory, and they are the champs. And the 0-1 to Weber. Swung on, fouled away. Out of play, on top of the roof, strike 2. Weber tonight an infield single, and he struck out looking. Alan Keano struck out 2, walked 2. The pitch is there for a called third strike. And Weber will go down looking for the second time tonight. 3 strikeouts for Alan Keano, and here's Luis Allen with 2 away. And Allen tonight is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. Trying to extend an 8-game hitting streak. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Keano settled in a little bit here, but Winnipeg leading 3-0. The pitch is a changeup that's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on, that's hit down the left field line. Curling towards section A and foul. 1-2 to Luis Allen. If the Wildcats of Arizona were to win, it would be their first national championship since 1986. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Still 1-2. You know, there are certain states that just really provide exceptional baseball schools. Arizona being one, California another, Texas, and anything in the south. 1-2. Swung on, foul back. And it's a ball, 2 strikes. That's why Stony Brook, if you follow it, was a great story from a small school from, I think, Long Island. But they got in there against the big schools and got thumped after they got past that super regional. Game 2 of that series, the 1-2. Swung on, that is lined into the glove of Wally Backman Jr., leaping and climbing the ladder and coming down with it to Rob Allen of a base hit here in the 5th. Game 2 goes tonight. Arizona can wrap it up over South Carolina. We'll maybe keep you abreast of that and what's going on there tonight. We'll go to the 6th, 3-0 Winnipeg, TSN 1290.
Sure, you'd like to get out and golf more, but there's just something bugging you, and you can't seem to put your finger on it. Try your whole hand. Good thing there's the Golf Dome. With 5 virtual golf simulators, you can play on courses from around the world. Get your practice in at a driving range where you pay by time, not by bucket, and save 40% with summer rates. It's fun stuff, and nothing to bug you. The Golf Dome, the bubble off Sterling Line Parkway. Don't forget to like us on Facebook for specials and coupons.
I've been drinking Coca-Cola since I was 13. My mom, she packed one with my lunch every day. Been drinking it ever since. Until yesterday, that is. I tried a Pepsi at the Ultimate Taste Challenge. Turns out I like Pepsi. Who knows what else I've been wrong about? Heck, I might like that gangster rap.
You'd be surprised who prefers the taste of Pepsi.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Go to Pepsi Canada on Facebook to find out where you can take the Ultimate Taste Challenge.
That baseball glove. You know the one. The one that you got in high school. The one that got you MVP your senior year. Yeah, you know the one. And we do too. At Ranger Insurance, we protect what's important to you. Because whatever size it is, it's the little things that matter. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, Ranger Insurance has a plan that's right for you. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the top of the 6th inning. 3-0 Winnipeg. Goldeyes scored singletons in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd tonight. Mike Murphy will lead it off for Sioux City, followed by Brandon Newton and Yusuke Inaguchi. 3 runs, 4 hits for Winnipeg, 0 and 2 for Sioux City. Matt Rusch works into his 6th. Murphy 0 for 1. First pitch is a fastball on the outside edge for a strike. Let's update you on the weather. Weather report for Winnipeg360.ca or 360winnipeg.ca. The 0-1 swung on, chopper out toward 3rd, fielded nicely into the breadbasket there of Mazzola. Finds it, throws across. He was in on the grass. And they get Murphy easily on a 5-3 put out to start the 6th. And here's Brandon Newton. Yeah, weather report for 360winnipeg.ca. Weather here in Winnipeg, 25 Celsius, 77 Fahrenheit. It's beautiful. Humidity 56%. Wind is out of the south, 21. 25 or 77. Here's Newton. He's 0 for 2. First pitch. Fastball low, ball 1. He's bounced out 4-1 and bounced out 1-3. Matt Rusch works into his 6th. And the 1-0. Fastball on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-1. By the way, Arizona leads South Carolina 1-0 at the end of 6 tonight. In that College World Series, Arizona wins it. They are national champs. 1-1. Swung on, ground ball out towards short. Narodowski to his left, up with it, and a throw to first from behind second in time. 2 away. And Yusuke Inaguchi is the batter. He's 0 for 2. Also, my thanks to Ian tonight. He sent me an email that said another broadcast of Catching Hell will be shown on Friday, July 6th, 1 p.m. on TSN. Friday, July 6th, 1 p.m. If you want to PVR it. First pitch is in there for a strike. Its full name is ESPN Original Documentary. Pardon me. ESPN Original Documentaries. Catching Hell. Pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Nothing and 2 to Inaguchi with 2 away. Allen sets up outside of the pitch. Swung on, a weak swing there, but contact made and it's fouled off by the Sioux City on deck circle. And it's still 0-2 to Inaguchi. So again, it's an ESPN original documentary, Catching Hell. Friday, July 6th, 1 p.m. TSN. And a little excuse me swing here. Just trying to stay alive is Inaguchi. Well worth the 2 hours of your time. If you enjoy baseball, if you enjoy sports, period. The 0-2. Swung on, that's hit to the gap in left center. And on the run goes Roberson. He dives, can't get there. Backing him up is going to be Weber around second, and stopping there is Inaguchi as Weber's throw cut off back toward the infield. It's a 2-out double for Inaguchi. And that is the third hit for Sioux City tonight, and the first for extra bases. And Peter Barrow, the batter, he's 0 for 2. Struck out twice. Barrow struck out looking both times tonight. 1 of 8 strikeouts for Matt Rusch. Rusch goes back to work from the stretch. And he'll come set. First pitch. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. That's a beauty. I guarantee you Peter Barrow was thinking fastball there and got a slider for a strike. Now you got him thinking a little bit more here. Goldeyes lead at 3-0. We're in the 6th. Rusch will come set. And the pitch. Half a swing on that slider again. He didn't go around and missed down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the 6th, let's have a look at what the Goldeyes are doing this week. It's brought to you by Boston Pizza. Try Boston Pizza's all-meat wings. This summer, nothing goes better with BP's all-meat wings than all beer. Boston Pizza, here to make you happy. Inaguchi at second. Rusch will check him. The 1-1 is a fastball that's low. 2-1. Well, tomorrow it is Field of Dreams Awareness Night. We will have Field of Dreams President Tony Fletcher on with us tomorrow. You've heard Tony's voice. He did that great spot for the Field of Dreams. Kind of a PSA that we run here on the broadcast. He is a lawyer by profession, but admits that he always wanted to be a sports broadcaster. The 2-1. Swung on, fouled back, and it's 2-2. I think Bill Pulsifer had the best line when we were in Sioux Falls on a post-game show. He said, all professional athletes want to be rock stars, and all rock stars want to be professional athletes. I guess there is a lot of truth to that. I never really thought about it until he mentioned it. 2-2. Swung on. That shot out to right field. Drifting back is going to be Carpenter. It's over his head, and it's going to go to the wall, and a run will score. As Barrow has an RBI stand-up double, and in to score is Inaguchi on back-to-back doubles. And with 2 away, a little 2-out lightning for Sioux City. They're on the board. It's 3-1 for Winnipeg. And Chris Sanchez, the batter, he's 0 for 2. And here comes Bill Pulsifer. And he's going to have a little chat, speaking to Bill, with his battery here. So Tuesday we'll have Tony Fletcher on tomorrow. Talk about, well, lots of things, including Field of Dreams and the Goldeyes charities, or charity that supports children's charities, only in the province of Manitoba. Danny's Whole Hog pre-game barbecue tomorrow as well. You can enjoy a delicious pulled pork or pulled turkey on a bun with Danny's barbecue sauce and a pop for $5. And the proceeds do go to the Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation. And then on Wednesday, by the way, it's a 7:05 start tomorrow. We're back on the air across the network at 6:30. And then 7:05 again on Wednesday. One lucky fan wins a trip for 2 to Jamaica, courtesy of Air Canada Vacations. Then the Goldeyes will have their first evening off where they're not at the ballpark in 31 on Thursday. First pitch is in there for a strike. Sanchez is struck out swinging both times. Tickets are $5, $7, $12, $14, and $18 available at any Ticketmaster location in the province, including the box office here at Shaw Park. Ticketmaster.ca or 855 Goldeye. The pitch swung on and missed. Good change up. It's 0-2. Or you can buy them at the door walking up. And then the Goldeyes for the first day in 31 days on Thursday will not have to play a game. Now they will be traveling to Wichita, which, as I mentioned over the weekend, is about 15 hours. 0-2 is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And they'll play Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon in Wichita and turn around, come home. And then they're going to come home for 12. That'll be 12 days with a day off in between. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Called third strike on the inside corner. Fastball. And Sanchez not very happy, giving Tim McCaffrey a hard time. But he goes down looking, and he is struck out 3 times here tonight. 9 strikeouts here, and Tim McCaffrey is just waiting for Sanchez to say a little bit more, and he might get run from this baseball game. 9 strikeouts here tonight. Sioux City does strike for a run, though. They're going to run on 2 doubles back-to-back and leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Goldeyes lead cut to 2. 3-1 Winnipeg after 5.5 on TSN 1290.
What makes Tavern United Manitoba's #1 sports pub? Service second to none. Food that's right on point. And value that's big league all the way. And this summer, during Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion, win weekly prizes and qualify to win season tickets to your Winnipeg Goldeyes, Blue Bombers, and of course, the Jets. So get your friends together for some frothy fun, fabulous food, and guaranteed good times at your New World Sports Pub, Tavern United.
I'm Larry McIntosh from Peak of the Market. As I travel around the world promoting Manitoba vegetables, it always amazes me how much people know about Canada. They talk about our open spaces, great rivers and lakes, our friendly and very polite people. They really admire Canada and what we stand for. We may not always show our patriotic spirit, but we certainly know how lucky we are to live in this great country. I'm proud to be from Manitoba, Canada. On Canada Day, let's take some time to remember how lucky we really are. Happy birthday, Canada.
Business owners, do you know where your fleet vehicles are?
I have a good idea.
With a GPS tracking system from Sirius Technologies, you'll know their exact locations.
But I trust my employees.
It's more than that. GPS tracking gives you a bird's eye view of your business with real numbers to measure productivity. Imagine adding 1 more job a day or cutting idling time by 50%. Sirius Technologies. Data is power. It's time to get serious. For your free 1-month trial, visit SiriusTechnologies.ca.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along. Love to see you out tomorrow night and or Wednesday night. Something going on here both nights. You can get in the ballpark for $5, and the Goldeyes will end up Finishing off the homestand here against Sioux City tomorrow and Wednesday night. And then down for 3 to Wichita. Then back home for 12. First pitch to Martinez is right down the middle for a strike. And the bottom of 6 is underway. Gabby 0 for 2 tonight. He's bounced out and flown out. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, and it's quickly 0-2. And Martinez 1 for 17 as a Goldeye. Seems in the last couple of games to have cut down the strikeouts, starting to make contact now, so maybe coming around here after some inactivity. The 0-2. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alan Keano works into his 6th. There is no action in either bullpen. 3 runs, 4 hits for Winnipeg. 1 run, 4 hits for Sioux City. Wind is blowing from right to left, hindering a guy like Martinez, who sent a rocket out to right field, but wind knocked it down, and Mike Basinius made the catch pretty much on the warning track. Lefty here, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and as I say, he's cut down on the strikeouts. He strikes out here to start the last of the 6th inning. 4 punch-outs for Keano. And here is Josh Mazzola, who's 2 for 2, 2 stolen bases, and 2 runs scored tonight. Update on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of Kerry. Yankees are leading Cleveland in New York 7-1. They're in a rain delay now in Boston. Toronto leading the Red Sox 9-5. The pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. Jose Bautista has his 24th home run of the year for Toronto, though. J.P. Arancibia his 10th. Colby Rasmus his 14th. The 0-1. Breaking ball is low and outside, 1-1. 9-5. Toronto in Boston in a rain delay. Detroit is up their lead. They lead Texas 7-0 in the 5th. 1-1. Swung on, chopper out toward third. Fielded by Wally Backman Jr. Plants and throws. And gets Mazzola out for the first time over at first base tonight. Here's Kyle Day, an RBI double and a walk. Minnesota in the 6th inning, leading the Chicago White Sox 3-0. And coming up at 9:10 tonight, Oakland at Seattle. Bottom 8 in the National League. Philadelphia leading Pittsburgh 8-0. Check that, 8-3 in the bottom of 8. Philly 8, Pittsburgh 3. Cincinnati in front of Milwaukee 3-1 in the 9th. First pitch is inside today, ball 1. Miami leading 6-1 over St. Louis down in South Florida in the 8th. Chicago Cubs. And the pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Lead 2-0 at home over the New York Mets in the 6th. 5-5 Houston and San Diego in the 4th. 1-1 Colorado and Washington and Denver tonight in the 5th. 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And the Dodgers are in San Francisco to take on the Giants tonight. Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, color of Kerry. Kyle Day, an RBI double in the 2nd. He walked in the 4th, was left stranded both times. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and the Goldeyes go 1-2-3 for the 2nd straight inning. And that is it for Winnipeg. No runs, no hits, nobody left. On to the 7th. 3-1. The Goldeyes are in front. You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball from downtown Winnipeg on the home of the Goldeyes, TSN 1290.
Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Sabre Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Sabre Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Sabre Agencies for details. 694-6787.
Fix it, build it, or buy it. No matter what, you can feel right at home with an SCU mortgage. We offer builder mortgages to full benefits mortgages, all built with comfortable values you know and trust, all with flexible rate options tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're fixing, building, or buying, talk to an SCU mortgage specialist today. Steinbach Credit Union, taking care of the world's most important mortgage, yours.
A little of this.
Turn it on at work, and we all love it.
Awesome. A little of that.
It's the only station I listen to in my car.
Bob makes my day.
I'm more of a whatever guy.
Tune into Bob's Breakfast with Kelly Parker and Des.
That's Donald Duck's middle name.
Right. Is it not? It's Fauntleroy or Fauntleroy? Because it's important that I get it right.
Weekdays from 5:30 till 9.
What time are we on again? 5:30? Oh, gosh, that's early.
Add some 80s, 90s, and whatever to your day with 99.9 Bob FM.
We love it.
I listen all day.
You're listening to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball, live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Sirius Technologies. Let's get back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
He's a magic man.
Top of the 7th inning, Ray Serrano to lead it off. Ryan Priddy and Wally Backman Jr. 5, 6, 7 in the order for Sioux City. Winnipeg leads it 3-1. And Matt Rush's first pitch is swung on and tapped out in front of home plate. Picked up by Rusch. And he will throw to first base. Big bat flip in disgust by Serrano. But he's out number 1 on one pitch. Kind of got fooled on that. And a little tapper back out in front of the mound. One thing the Goldeyes have done the last 2 years, and even maybe more so this year than with Brendan Segarra last year, with Bill Pulsifer here, they have worked a lot in season on pitchers' fielding practice. Here's Ryan Priddy. He's 1 for 2. Strikeout and a single. And the first pitch. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Nothing and 1 to Ryan Priddy, batting .270 on the year. And the 0-1 is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left-hander up in the bullpen is Zach Baldwin. Looks like with a new haircut. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball is low and inside. And it's 2-1. And John Plufka, a right-hander, former Goldeye, down in the bullpen for Sioux City. 2-1. Swing and a miss, and Priddy could not catch up to that fastball. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Priddy 5 home runs and 19 driven in. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off the mask of Luis Allen. And we do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Each team with 4 hits. The Goldeyes have scored 3 runs, though. They've given up 1. Goldeyes getting a run in the 1st, 2nd, and 4th, giving up 1 in the 6th. We're in the 7th. On a nice night here, 5,012 in attendance. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on that slider. Great pitch. And Priddy goes down waving. And his strikeout victim number 10 tonight. And Wally Backman Jr., the batter, he has struck out twice. Wally Backman Jr. has reached base safely in 25 straight games coming in to this contest. But he's 0 for 2 tonight. And has struck out both times. First pitch. Change up, swung on and missed for strike 1. American Association tonight. Worcester leading Grand Prairie 7-6 in that interleague game out in Worcester, Mass. The 0-1. Swung on, hit out to left field. Right there is Weber, and he'll make the catch. And that is it for Sioux City in the top of the 7th. Hard hit ball the other way, but Weber right there on the edge of the track. 1, 2, 3, down goes Sioux City. After 6.5, stretch time in my hometown. We invite you wherever you are tonight to get up with us and stretch them out. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th when we come back. Goldeyes lead at 3-1. TSN 1290.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg.
Go get 'em.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
Thinking real estate? For a home run every time, choose RE/MAX. Whether you need to buy or sell a home or lease or sell commercial real estate, RE/MAX has your bases covered. Plus, they're Winnipeg's #1 negotiator. Find your dream home or invest for your future. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. RE/MAX. Visit remax-winnipeg.com to find your agent today.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and a new pitcher for Sioux City is John Plevka. And he'll take over for Alan Keano to start the 7th for the Goldeyes, Narodowski, Carpenter, and Kendall. Alan Keano tonight, 6 innings. 4 hits, 3 runs. They're all earned. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. And he's the pitcher of record on a losing side. He can't win it. He could lose it. And the pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. So John Plevka into the baseball game. And John was with the Goldeyes previously. He is a big guy. 6'8", 240 pounds from New Britain, Connecticut. He is 28 years old. Right-hander. And for John Plevka, he will make his 11th appearance of the year. 0-1 with a 3.95 ERA. And David Narodowski will step in from the right side. He does not have an official at bat tonight, as he sacrificed twice to move runners along. Both times the Goldeyes scored in those innings. Plevka, 13 2/3 innings of work, 14 hits. First pitch, fastball is in there for a strike. 6 earned runs, 5 walks, 14 strikeouts, and the opposition batting .250 against him. 0-1 to Narodowski. The pitch is in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. He went inside, outside. Nothing in 2 to David Narodowski. Plevka was with the Goldeyes last year. The 0-2. Swing and a miss on a slider. And Narodowski, 3 pitches in, is strikeout victim number 1 for Plevka, number 5 in the baseball game for Sioux City pitching. Here's Rich Carpenter. And Carpenter will stand in for the left-hand side. Goldeyes have a couple of arms up in the bullpen now. Downing and Dexter Carter. Carter's not actually throwing anybody, just loosening, going through the motion of pitching without a ball. Kauhi Downing was actually throwing. First pitch to Carpenter is in there for a strike. Plevka last year, 5 appearances for the Goldeyes, a 1-1 record, an 8.31 ERA. We're in the bottom of 7. We'll have a look here at trivia. The answer and winner. Pitch is swung on and hit back up the middle for a base hit. Rich Carpenter went after that 0-1 and sent it back up the box for a 1-out single. And Rich has hit number 5 for the Goldeyes tonight. Just real quick, Amarillo leading Laredo 7-3 in the 6th. Gary in front of Kansas City 6-4 in the 6th as well on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. And here is Bryce Kendall. 0 for 3 tonight. 1 out, 1 on. Carpenter 4 for 5 in the base paths. And he'll get a good lead off the right-hander, who will turn and throw back to first base softly, but it chases Carpenter back toward the base. And trivia is always brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Plufka comes set. First pitch. Change-up is in there for a strike. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. Question tonight was this. The Goldeyes have hit a total of 20 home runs this season. 15 on the road, 5 at home. Against which team in the American Association have they hit the most homers against? Pitch is swung on, bounced right side, kind of inside and outed. Sanchez off of first to come and pick up the baseball. Now he turns back and will flip to Plefka, covering the base. Now Carpenter moves up to second. They put out Kendall. There'll be 2 away and a runner in scoring position for Chris Roberson. Well, congratulations tonight to Angie Busby. She knew the answer to be the Lincoln Salt Dogs. The Goldeyes have hit 6 home runs against Lincoln this year. In the 7 games they've played them. Roberson 0 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. He'll bat from the left side for the first time tonight against a right-hander after having 3 plate appearances against lefty Alan Keano. First pitch is a fastball on the outside edge for a strike. Goldeyes have hit home runs. 3 against Amarillo, 1 against El Paso, 3 against Fargo, 1 against Gary, 1 against Laredo, 1 against Sioux City, and 4 against Sioux Falls. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike, but 6 against the Lincoln Salt Dogs. The answer is Lincoln. Congratulations, Angie Busby, who's at the game here tonight. You pick up a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. Your choice. You'll be eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Wild hack there by Roberson. 1-2. We'll do it again tomorrow night. Thanks for playing along. Took 15 calls tonight. Roberson is walked, bounced out, and popped out. Runner at second base is Carpenter. 3-1, the Goldeyes lead it. We're in the bottom of 7. 2 away in the inning. Plefka comes set. And the 1-2 pitch is high and away, 2-2. Pretty good fastball from that tall frame of John Plefka, 6'8". Two balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2. Swung on, filleted, foul. It goes into the seats, bounces around, and is a souvenir for a guy in the front row. 2-2. Roberson batting .307. 5 homers, 27 driven in. Plefka will come set. 2-2. Change up, just missed outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes. Roberson waggling the bat from the left side, kind of doing the windmill and then a couple of practice strokes. Plefka will come set. And a spin-off, looking Carpenter back to second base. We're in the bottom of 7. Winnipeg leading 3-1. They're out hitting Sioux City 5-4. Would love to get in a run here. 2 away, runner at second and Carpenter. 3-2 pitch, swung on, fouled back, and that will get on top of the roof. And we do it again. Roberson has hits in 10 of his last 11 games. But he is 3 for 19 on the homestand. Batting .158. And this is game 5. A full count to him. The payoff is in there for a called third strike on the outside corner. Fans didn't like it. Roberson doesn't believe it, but it's a fact now. A couple of strikeouts here for Plufka. No runs, a hit, and one left. We'll go to the 8th. Goldeyes lead it 3-1 on TSN 1290.
Hello, Ken Plain here. If you're looking for a foundation contractor that you can trust, go with Avalon. But don't just take my word for it. For over 40 years, people in Winnipeg and surrounding areas have gone with Avalon for their foundation issues. So you know that you are dealing with professionals. To learn more, log on to avalonwinnipeg.ca. Go with the name you trust. Go with Avalon Construction.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now, with the Goldeyes Community Zone, even more memories are available to be made. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982 Base. These extra seats are only possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So, from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you. Rona Home and Garden, Investors Group, and Manitoba Lotteries Corporation.
Hit a home run this summer at any of Arby's 6 Winnipeg locations. Whether you want to lead off with Arby's oven-roasted roast beef or return for a designated hit with a market-fresh sandwich or wrap, you'll always come away feeling like a winner after a visit to Arby's. What are you thinking? I'm thinking Arby's. Locally owned and operated and proud to be a corporate sponsor of your Winnipeg Goldeyes.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Avalon and the Gulf Dome.
Now the Goldeyes will reach into the bullpen for the first time here tonight to start this 8th inning. They have a 3-1 lead. And that's it for Matt Rusch. Kauhi Downing will come into the baseball game. For Matt Rusch tonight, pitcher of record on a winning side with the Goldeyes leading by 2 and 3-1. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It's earned, no walks, 10 strikeouts. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. Mike Basinius, Mike Murphy, Brandon Newton, 8-9-1 for Sioux City. Goldeyes have led since scoring in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch, fastball low, ball 1. For Downing, right-hander out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Makes appearance number 16, the pitch. On the outside edge for a strike, took something off of that. He's 3-1 through those 15 previous appearances with a 3 flat ERA. Couple of saves. 18 innings, 19 hits. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Basinius. Swung on and lined to right field for a base hit. And Basinius will have a leadoff single here, and Mike Murphy will be the batter.
The second baseman, number 4, Mike Murphy.
And for Downing, 18 innings, now 20 hits, 6 earned runs, 5 walks, 14 strikeouts. Opposition batting .271 against him. We'll have a look at inside the numbers here in this 8th inning. And we'll look at strikeouts for Matt Rusch and on the year for the Goldeyes. First pitch, swung on, comebacker off the glove of Downing. Now he's just going to pick it up again and throw to first base to get Mike Murphy, and there's 1 away. Well, comebacker, and Kauhi went to field and went off his glove. And I think what he was thinking about was, if he got it, try to start the double play at second. Well, he didn't, and wisely took the out at first. And here is Brandon Newton, who's 0 for 3. Newton has bounced out all 3 times tonight. 4-1, 1-3, 6-3. That was against Matt Rusch, and now he faces another right-hander in Kauhi Downing. First pitch. Swung on. No, he laid up on it and took it upstairs for ball 1. 5 hits each now for the 2 teams. The 1-0. Swung on, fouled away. Down the left field line, 1 ball, 1 strike. Brandon Newton batting .331, does not have any home runs, and he's driven in 12. Another right-hander down in the bullpen for Winnipeg is Billy Spottiswoode. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. A beauty. 1-2. Inside the Numbers brought to you by Recycle Everywhere, working together to make away from home recycling commonplace. To learn more, visit recycleeverywhere.ca. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Newton. Runner at second base, 1 out. The pitch is inside, and it got away from Allen as it hit the dirt and over to third base, and the wild pitch is going to be Mike Basinius. And the count 2-2. Well, for Matt Rusch, he strikes out 10 tonight. And that is a season high. Previously, he struck out 9 in a win against Fargo in Fargo. And Matt Rusch on the year now with 10. Has struck out 48. And that leads the team. And as I check here, and just off the top of my head, I believe the season high is 11 by Fabian Williamson. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brandon Newton. Downing comes set, and the pitch is low, 3-2. I think Fabian had 11 strikeouts. And that would be the team high in 1 game. Yeah, against Lincoln on June the 11th, 11. 3-2. Breaking ball swung on, fouled back. And we do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-1, the Goldeyes lead it. We're in the top of the 8th inning. And the payoff pitch. Breaking ball swung on, bounced right side by a diving Martinez and into right field. And it's an RBI single for Brandon Newton, and it's a 1-run ball game. 3-2, the Goldeyes lead it. And Sioux City starting to come on here. And Yusuke Inaguchi with 1 away will step up.
Number 6, Yusuke Inaguchi.
Into the right side. And now a little chat between the battery and third baseman. And the Goldeyes will get some more people up in that bullpen. The problem for Downing of late has been giving up that leadoff single. Left-hander Zach Baldwin up, Billy Spottiswoode, the right-hander. 3-2, Winnipeg leading. A run is scored as Sioux City has scored the last 2. And Inaguchi scored the first one, has a double tonight. He's 1 for 3, and here comes Rick Forney. And that's going to be it for Downing. Likely to bring in Billy Spottiswoode. And Inaguchi will see another right-hander. And Rick will take the ball from Kaohi, and we'll take a timeout for 70 seconds on the call, the bullpen. Pitching change being made. Spottiswoode in, Downing out. I'll tell you about that when we come back on TSN 1290.
For football.
Are you guys concerned about a 23-year-old who's had major reconstructive surgery on both his shoulders already?
Absolutely. Yeah, and shoulders for an O-lineman is everything, right? Because you're constantly step and punch.
For hockey.
I think it's a shame that the Toronto Maple Leafs take the kind of money they do from their fans, and they haven't been in the playoffs in 7 years. They haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967. The Montreal Canadiens. since 1993.
For Goldeyes.
Back in the warning track. At the wall, and he makes the catch.
Nothing but sports.
I mean, either you love him or you hate him, and I bet there's a lot of people out there that used to hate him that are starting to love him. The guy's the best thing to happen to Major League Baseball in a long time.
When sports is your passion.
It's like you're talking to a 12-year-old kid who's refusing to take responsibility for whatever that they had done. And you don't want guys like that. I don't care how talented they are.
TSN 1290. All sports.
You want guys like that on your team?
All the time.
Well, the Goldeyes will get into the bullpen a little deeper, leading by only one here in the 8th inning. Billy Spottiswoode will take over for Kaohe Downing. And for Downing, 1/3 of an inning, 2 hits, a run. It's earned, responsible for 1. No walks, no strikeouts, and a wild pitch. Spottiswoode will pitch on consecutive days. We saw him debut yesterday, and he pitched pretty good. 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no strikeouts, no walks. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. You know, at this point, and as we're talking about inside the numbers, we'll kind of continue that into sort of something else. And the numbers are that the Goldeyes have 13 pitchers. Now, 12 on the active roster. Rich Hawkins is on the disabled list. And with the loss of Carr and Williamson, now you're looking at trying to get some people into some new roles. Is Dexter Carter the closer? For right now, he is. He's 2 for 2 on save opportunities. Here's Yusuke Inaguchi. First pitch is down and away, ball 1 from Billy Spottiswoode, a right-hander. So I'm leading up by saying to you, now you're trying to find who your setup guy is or guys are in the 7th and 8th innings. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, runner on the move, pitch is swung on and filleted down the right field line, foul. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, Dexter Carter would be the guy that comes in the 9th as he throws in the bullpen. Certainly as a lefty, as a setup guy, you've got Zach Baldwin down there. But the right-hander, who is it? Well, it could be this guy, Spottiswoode. It could be Stephen Kahn. It's just unsettled right now. It's that state of flux we were talking about. 1-1. Swung on, chopper out toward third. Fielded by Mazzola. Throw to second for 1. And down to 1. Not in time. Mazzola had to double clutch. The reason for that, he had to wait for Kendall to get to the bag. I mean, it was hit hard enough for the Goldeyes to go around the horn and turn 2. But Mazzola had to wait. Anyway, they get the lead runner. And it's a fielder's choice here for Inaguchi. The out goes 5-4 at second. And there's 2 down for Peter Barrow, who is 1 for 3 tonight, struck out twice and had an RBI double. Runner at first base, Goldeyes lead it by 1 at 3-2. And Barrow, the DH, first pitch, down and away, ball 1. Well, if Spottiswoode does not get Barrow, then you probably see Baldwin come in to face Chris Sanchez. Spottiswoode will come set and step off as the ball came out of that bullpen down that right field line for Sioux City. Spottiswoode debuted yesterday. 6'3", 230 pounds, 27 years old, from Canoga Park, California. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. For Spottiswoode, 1 inning, 1 hit, as I mentioned. They haven't carried his stats over from St. Paul yet, but that's where he was originally. Both George Samus, the manager in St. Paul, and Rick Forney were vying for this man's signability. Pitch is swung on, bounce right side. Up with it, Kendall, over to first. And that is that for Sioux City in the top of the 8th. Yeah, both Forney and Samus were fighting over Billy Spottiswoode in the offseason. St. Paul won out, but they released him. The Goldeyes finally got him. A run for Sioux City, 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of 8. 3-2 Winnipeg, TSN 1290.
This Goldeyes season, Salisbury House on the Esplanade Riel is hitting it right out of the park with great new taste sensations to get you ready to roar before the game or relive the fun after the final out. With so many great choices, every visit is a new eating adventure. And remember, Sal's is the only place to go for a nip platter, the fan favorite that hits a home run every time. So before or after any Goldeyes game, stroll on over for great food and fun on the Esplanade Riel at Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
For 5 years, the new Pembina Chrysler has become Winnipeg's most conveniently located automotive center. From a 30-minute ORS-free oil change, All Make Collision Center, Canada's largest parts volume dealer, or an incredible selection of new and used vehicles, it's really all here at the new Pembina Chrysler. So why drive to the outskirts of the city to buy, much less go all the way back for service, when it's all here at the new Pembina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, 300 Pembina Highway or PembinaChrysler.com.
Commissionaires, Manitoba's premier security solutions provider, will take care of your home security needs the next time you go away on vacation. Commissionaires' team of bonded professionals will check on your home and help satisfy your insurance requirements. They do interior and exterior patrols and make your home look lived in. Visit their website at commissionaires.mb.ca for more information about their House Watch service. Commissionaires, trusted every day, everywhere.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along. Eric Fritchie is our producer-operator back in the studio. We know him as Bo Peep. Dana Robbie is helping us out on site. Goldeyes lead at 3-2. And if you've left the game early, as I know some of you have, I would hope it's an emergency, because this is a good one tonight. John Plefka's done. He worked the 8th inning for Sioux City. And he gives way to right-hander Eddie De La Cruz. Plefka, 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, couple of strikeouts. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And here's John Weber, followed by Luis Allen and Gabby Martinez. 3, 4, and 5. And Weber will stand in from the left-hand side. Weber tonight is 1 for 3, an infield single and 2 strikeouts, both looking. For De La Cruz, boy, he gets a lot of work out of that bullpen. From Lansing, Michigan, 6'3", 190, a right-hander. 30 years old, he'll be 31 in October. First pitch, swung on, fouled back for strike 1. De La Cruz makes his 20th appearance. He's 1-2 with a 7.94 ERA. Does have a save. 22 2/3 innings, 32 hits, 20 earned runs, 7 walks, 15 strikeouts, 3 homers. He's given up the pitch. He is outside 1-1. And the opposition batting a lofty 327 against him. 1 ball, 1 strike. De La Cruz leans right over and then sidearm delivery, and the 1-1 is outside, 2-1. Well, you have an opportunity. Let's have a look at trades and transactions here in the bottom of 8. Brought to you by the Animal Hospital Manitoba. We're a full-service veterinary hospital that also provides behavioral and nutritional counseling. The Animal Hospital Manitoba, we treat your pet as if they were our own. 2-1. It's in there for a strike. Weber had a notion, didn't go around, took it for a called strike anyway. The Animal Hospital Manitoba, we treat your pet as if they were our own. On the transactions today, Sioux City signed outfielder Peter Barrows. And he has an RBI double tonight. He's DHing. De La Cruz comes set, 2-2 to Weber. Swung on and missed, and John has struck out 3 times tonight. And struggling a little bit of late. One away, De La Cruz picks up a strikeout. 7 punch-outs for Sioux City pitching tonight. And here's Luis Allen, who's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, trying to extend a hitting streak with what might be his last at-bat tonight. Laredo activated left-handed pitcher Edwin Walker from the inactive list and placed right-handed pitcher Chris Chavez on the inactive list. Kansas City signed right-handed pitcher Matt Faust. Gary activated right-handed pitcher Morgan Combs from the DL. And El Paso released outfielder Derek Piles, outfielder Corey Drew, and right-handed pitcher Colin Allen. Pitch is swung on, bounced left side foul. And the pitcher, De La Cruz, was there to field that. But it's foul third base side. Strike one on Luis Allen. Do it again tomorrow. Chris Salamita gets the start. He was backed up a couple of days because of some shoulder soreness. 1-2 with a 4.25 ERA. Left-hander will face a righty, Ty Merritt, who's 2-1 with a 7. We're back in the air at 6:30 tomorrow. First pitch at 7:05. Nothing and 1 to Luis Allen. 3-2, the Goldeyes lead it. We're in the bottom of 8. 1 out in the inning. Wind is blowing from right to left. It's diminished a little bit, but still a strong breeze. Pitch is swung on, bounced out towards short. Up with it pretty. Over to first. 2 away. And with 2 down, we can have a look at Sioux City's 9th. Well, heart of the order, Sanchez, Serrano, and Pretty. When we're done here in the bottom of 8, here is Gabby Martinez, who's 0 for 3. 1 for 18 as a Goldeye with 10 strikeouts. 1 for 18 as a Goldeye with 10 strikeouts. Stands in from the left-hand side. And De La Cruz will come set. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Worcester's beaten Grand Prairie tonight on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard, 7-6. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Swung on, that is hit out to right field, but right at, once again, Basinius. And we are done here in the top or bottom half of the 8th inning. Goldeyes go 1-2-3. Zeros across. We'll go to the 9th. Last chance coming up for Sioux City. We'll see if the Goldeyes can close it down when we return. Make sure you do when we return. 3-2 Winnipeg, TSN 1290.
If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Morey Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Morey Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Morey. These guys hit it right out of the park.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
It's Ken, and I'm just not going to do a regular commercial here. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would read the whole ad on this here Kenwood two-way radio from Prairie Mobile. It's tough. Watch. See? Kenwood two-way radios will keep your business connected without the cell phone bill. Scramble features, and did I mention, it's tough. Two-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the 9th inning, and Dexter Carter will try to close it down. Carter is 2 for 2 in save opportunities. And the big, tall right-hander will try to make it 3 for 3. This is a save opportunity as the Goldeyes lead by 1 at 3-2. In the 9th for Sioux City, Sanchez, Serrano, and Pretty. Billy Spottiswoode is done. 2/3 of an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And Dexter Carter will be the fourth pitcher of the evening. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. Dexter is 25 years old, 6'6", 195 pounds. Out of Murfreesboro, North Carolina. A right-hander. And he'll face Chris Sanchez, a left-handed batter who's 0 for 3 tonight. And Dexter will come set, first pitch of the ninth. Swung on and fouled back for strike one. For Carter, his 15th appearance, he's 0-1 with a very respectable 2.79 ERA. Couple of saves, 19 and a third innings, 19 hits, 6 earnings, 8 walks, 19 strikeouts. And the opposition batting .268 against him. The 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that just missed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're down to 23 Celsius, 74 Fahrenheit. On our weather report for 360winnipeg.ca. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sanchez. And the pitch is down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. South Carolina has tied up Arizona, bottom of 8, in Game 2 of that college best-of-3 World Series. Arizona won last night, only need to win tonight. 2 balls and 1 strike, and the pitch. Fastball swung on. That is hit high, pretty deep out to right. Carpenter is underneath it, and Carpenter, about 3/4 of the way back, reaches up and makes the catch for the first out. And the batter is Ray Serrano, who is 1 for 3. Arizona wins it. They will win the College World Series. If South Carolina wins, they go to a third and deciding game. Don't forget the South Carolina Gamecocks, 2-time defending College World Series champs. Here's Serrano, a fly out, a base hit, and a little comebacker to the pitcher. First pitch swung on and missed for strike one at 93 in the gun. Nothing in 1 to Ray Serrano. Dexter Carter will look in, and Allen will set up outside. Dexter comes set. And the 0-1. Fastball is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again tomorrow, Chris Salamita versus Ty Merritz. We're on the air at 6:30. First pitch at 7:05. Righty here. We still have daylight. Dusk is just settling in. The 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and lined out to left field. John Weber reaching, diving, and he can't make the catch. It gets back in behind him. He gets up, and he's going to fire it back toward the infield. Ray Serrano will have a lead-off double on that hanging breaking ball. And John Weber tried to dive to make the catch and could not hang on. A valiant effort, and now he's a little shaken up. And Shane Zadibiak, the trainer, is going to trot all the way out there to left field. And now they're going to pinch run for Ray Serrano and bring in, I believe, number 1, Brian Bastang. And that's who it will be, with Ryan Pretty stepping up. So a hanging breaking ball, and Serrano put a great swing on it and pounded it out to left. And now a pinch runner here in this 9th inning. 3-2, Winnipeg leads it. Sioux City not going away. And John Weber is going to stay in the baseball game. So they're really playing, if you're Sioux City, you're really playing for the win here, or the lead actually, in this 9th inning by taking your starting catcher and likely your best hitter out of the lineup and pinch running for him. You want to get that tying run, but you're also thinking that you can maybe get more. Here's Ryan Pretty. He's 1 for 3. He has struck out twice and singled. 7th hit for Sioux City. They're out hitting Winnipeg 7-5. Carter will come set. And the first pitch is right down the chute for a strike. Good fastball, and it's 0-1. Yankees have defeated the Cleveland Indians 7-1 tonight. And they're still in a delay in Boston, Toronto, and the Red Sox. And another time called as a ball again got out of that bullpen for Sioux City. Philadelphia beat Pittsburgh 8-3, and Cincinnati over Milwaukee 3-1. On the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard, 0-1 to Pretty. Check of the runner, the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Another heater that Pretty didn't catch up to. Now we'll see what they throw him here. They got Serrano with a first pitch fastball, then tried to sneak a breaking ball by him, and it was clubbed to left field. Chris Bodisbaugh getting loose in the bullpen for Sioux City. Fans are into it now. 0-2 to Pretty. 1 away, 1 on. The pitch. Fastball missed inside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pretty standing in with a .270 average, 5 homers, 19 driven in. Carter comes set. Mustang bouncing around at second. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him on strikes. 96-mile-an-hour fastball on the gun here in Winnipeg. And there's 2 away, and Wally Backman Jr., the batter. He is 0 for 3. John Weber, a little shaken up out there in left. Leaning over with both hands on both knees. So, Sioux City down to their final out. Tying run at second, though. First pitch to Backman Jr. Swung on and missed for strike 1. As Dexter just keeps pumping fastballs by Explorers here in this ninth. Needs 2 more. Strike 1 on Wally Backman Jr. Struck out twice and flown out. Carter will come set again. Allen sets up outside. The 0-1. Fastball is just outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wally Backman Jr. batting .303. No homers and 11 driven in. A left-handed batter with an open stance. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carter comes set, checks the runner. The pitch is outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mike Basinius stands on deck. Backman Jr. struck out looking in the 3rd, swinging in the 5th, flew out to left in the 7th. 2 balls and 1 strike. Carter will come set with 2 away, a 1-run lead in the 9th. The pitch, swing and a miss on another fastball, and it's 2-2. And Sioux City down to their final strike here tonight. 2-2 to Wally Backman Jr. Fans trying to help it along. 5,012 here tonight. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carter comes set. And the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Goldeyes take game 1. Dexter Carter 3 for 3 in save opportunities this year. And Winnipeg ends a 3-game losing skid here at home with this victory tonight. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left for Sioux City. The final score, Winnipeg 3, Sioux City 2. Back with the totals in the postgame show after these on TSN 1290.
Yep. There's lots of storage reality stuff on TV these days, but in Winnipeg, real people prefer real storage at Storageville. Why?